Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. We are back here today talking about a whole bunch of things. My predictions on the box office, as far as the first two or three, actually, were right. I was surprised what came in fourth. Talk about that. We'll discuss the UFC happened over the weekend. The WWE is people are fighting behind the scenes. You've got tons of stuff happening. There's a big fight coming up on Saturday that John and I disagree on. So we'll talk about that. And there's other things going on too. Ebon Moss-Bachrach was talking about he's talking about the Avengers Doomsday, that the script really had no ending. What does that mean? The Punisher special is hitting soon. I'm going to go, I think John and myself will be watching it today. And then a couple other things here and there. Conversation with me and John. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. And let's get into it. Here is the Kristian Harloff show here today on Monday. Me and John Roque. Let's do it. How are you? Nice to see everybody. Welcome back on this Monday. Joining me on Monday, John Roque is here. What's going on, John? How was your weekend, man?
Good. Busy. A lot of stuff going on. We went to a powwow on Saturday. My lady's Native American or half Native American. First powwow I've ever been to.
Wow.
It was a hell of an experience down in Rancho Bernardo. A lot of fun.
You ever went to the powwows in Florida State?
No, because I wasn't really I didn't even know that occurred.
Oh,
I didn't even know that this was a thing. This has been going on for 38 years. And so the lady took me, and we had a really great time, 3 hours there.
That's fun.
But then yesterday was very much relaxing because it was just an exhausting last week doing a lot of stuff. But yeah.
How are you? We had a good weekend. Maisie and my little one and I woke up really early, got out of the house. We went and got bagels. And it's so funny because Maisie loves everything bagels. Right. So that's her thing.
I miss bagels.
Yeah, she loves everything bagels. So we got her an everything bagel. Got my oldest one, she was still sleeping, but my wife got her something just in case she wanted something. And we're heading back, and Maisie goes, "I don't think this is an everything bagel." And I go, "Yeah, it's gotta be." I said it's gotta be because this is a whatever. She's like, "I don't know." And so she ate the whole thing. And it turns out she's right. She ate the onion bagel. They messed up the order. There was the onion bagel was for my oldest. She said, "I told you.
Oh.
I told you." Is what she said. But then we went. I got my wife some cookies at this bakery that she likes.
Nice.
And headed back to got her a muffin and a latte and just the whole thing. Which I was like, when she woke up, she had the cards and everything. So and then we just barbecued, had a nice time, did some gardening in the back, some domestic. And it was good. It was a good Sunday, and then Saturday night. I guess we just talk about it now. I watched the UFC. I mean, I had to watch the main event yesterday morning,
dude,
because it was like a 6-hour event. It was like
I know.
I was like, okay, I'll watch the main event. By the time it was still like almost midnight or whatever it was, and the main event still wasn't on. And I'm like, forget this. I'll watch this in the morning.
Yeah, I think the UFC events are for the West Coasters because you're right. It goes way too late on the East Coast.
No.
It's just way too late, man.
It was way too late. Did you watch the main event?
I watched it. Yeah, the next day. Yeah, same. Not because I wanted to stay up and watch. I just watched it the next day.
Fight.
Yeah, hell of a win. That guy. I don't like that guy at all. I hate everything he says. But the man can fight. You can't deny it. And
it was crap. And he also had self fights. The whole thing was kind of manufactured. Him and the guy just kind of selling the fights. He said, "I sell fights. I had no animosity towards this guy whatsoever." I liked how honest he was. I like that he's like, "Yeah, I don't. We don't dislike each other." I think he said something along those. You see how boring the UFC is. I mean, look at that roster. You had to sell the fight somehow. But that's who this guy is. That's what he does. So that I thought that there were a lot of good fights though that I watched. I thought were pretty good. Now switching into the WWE side, did you see that thing with Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker.
Oh, did you not see this?
Oh yeah, but wasn't that from a while ago? I don't think that was current. I think that's
going around now.
It is going around now. Someone posted it.
Now I don't know if it's going around now because they're in a feud or what it is, but so I'm gonna let's see if I can. I don't know if I can play this clip.
2023. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
is that what it was? 2023.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever it was. I mean, it's interesting. So that changes my opinion on it then, because I don't know why it's coming out now. If it's 2023, I lean back on the side that maybe it was real.
Oh yeah,
because if it was not, if it had just happened like over the weekend and then it got leaked, well, first of all, why is it being leaked? That's part one.
yeah.
Part two is if they're in a feud. I'm like, well, look, you could see that this would be a great way for them to promote, like, like a little bit different and going back and blur the lines of kayfabe again and do that, because I think that the business desperately needs it. Some stuff like this. But if it's almost 3 years, if it's 3 years old, maybe it was real. The question is why it's getting leaked.
Yeah, I know it's weird. I always question anything that happens with the WWE in their performance center, especially when I see other wrestlers running around with their phones on recording it.
Right.
Because WWE would never allow that, because they don't want independent footage of stuff that actually happens with their wrestlers in-house to get out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
and whoever
that's something
did it,
they can't control.
Well, two things. Either one, the person who leaked it, or three things. One, the person who leaked it was told to leak it.
Yeah.
Two, the person leaked it and will probably get fired.
Yes.
Or three, the person no longer works there and had the footage and let it.
That's very possible.
So I don't know.
Well, if it was real, like I've said before many times on other shows, Braun is a scary, scary dude when he gets going.
It looked like he threw, like, those punches that he was throwing looked real. Yeah. I could also see Grayson Waller saying, throw some real ones. I can take it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this, Grayson, respect, like, he went right back at him. I know a lot of people give Grayson crap sometimes, but because he's not the best at what he's doing, but damn if he can't take a punch, man. He steps up, man. Yeah.
Someone told you to take the stupid Yankee hat on. They don't realize I have one on too. It's just so dark you can't see the but I mean,
well, he's a Cleveland fan. I'd be frustrated too if I was a Cleveland Indians fan, Guardians fan.
I'd be frustrated if I was a Philadelphia fan right now.
Oh, sweep it, baby.
What, dude? They looked. Now, I know they still got to get to the finals, but that looks like the best team that's ever played basketball.
I think the Knicks. To be fair, I mean, the Sixers didn't put much of a fight, but they didn't. But they beat the Celtics. They beat the Celtics. Yeah, I know. I think the Knicks. They will absolutely beat either Cavaliers or the Pistons. I think they're absolutely assured to get in the finals. They're hitting at the right time, the stride, and it's going to be interesting to see who is on the West side of things, because the Spurs are having their hands full with these Wolves, and the Thunder are just mopping the floor with everybody. So will the Spurs be in any condition to put a real test up for the Thunder? If not, Thunder Knicks, that's appointment watching basketball right there.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Yeah. That was a nice thing to watch yesterday as well. So all those things kind of went down, and I knew that.
Did you not watch the roast last night? The Kevin Hart roast.
I've seen a lot of clips. I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm so torn with the roast.
Yeah, tell me why. What's up?
Because what the roasts are supposed to be. Because I used to participate in roast back in the day. Like, I used to go to the old Friars Club. It was amazing. Jeff Ross to me still captures to me what the roast is really about. And I'll tell you what Cat Williams and Kevin Hart ultimately did at the end is what the roast to me is ultimately supposed to be about.
Right.
To me, what it always was, and anybody who is part of the roast will tell you this, roasts are always supposed to come from a place of love.
Yes.
Like they always were. So when all those old school guys used to do it, they would go after one another, but it was always like, it was a roast. Now, look, there were a lot of very funny jokes, but once again, politics reared its ugly head.
It's true.
And great jokes were told from people representing both sides last night, but they don't like each other. They hate each other. They don't like each other. They were there to make fun of that other person. They weren't there as a place of love. They don't like one another, and they went after. And I said, those were funny jokes, but that's not to me, in essence of when I was coming up, what roasts were supposed to be about. And it's an issue that I had with Amy Schumer back in the day. It was it was the thing that when she went after Steve right after Ryan Dunn died, and she told a really bad joke, and people were like, "Oh, it's a joke." And I was like, "Yeah, but there's a spirit to it. There's a spirit to it." And she wasn't friends with that person, and it was like there's something to. That's why I'm always kind of iffy when it comes to roast. But again, were the jokes great? Yeah, there's some really good jokes. I thought a lot of Gillis's jokes were good. I thought a lot of Handler's jokes were good. I thought Davidson had some crazy shit that he was saying.
Davidson, for sure.
But there's like, but again, it's just a matter of it just depends on what people feel like roast. I think now the game has changed is what people think about roast. They don't go in that old school mentality that I have.
Well, it's just like isn't it just like Netflix to put their hands on stuff and kind of try to, just like they're doing with WWE, mixing in influencers, mixing in famous people with the actual comedians who understand what this is all about. Like, no offense, Tom Brady did not do a good job last night.
But he's more on the roast side of things with Kevin Hart because he's friendly
with how he was doing it. Right, fair point. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Was going after Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis was going after Chelsea Handler. They don't like each other. They're she's representing the left side. They're representing the right side, and it's like that to me. I'm like, funny, but they're there.
But that's but that's the sad truth of it. I hear you. I wish politics would stay out of it on all sides. Do you know what I'm saying? Did I like that Chelsea set Hinchcliffe on fire? 100%. I loved it. But that being said, you're absolutely right. The spirit of the roast is to go after the people for their personal stuff.
Yeah, you were essentially at that point. You were rooting, and I say this lovingly. You were rooting for your team during that.
Well, when I saw what she said, yes, absolutely.
You're rooting for your team.
Because I also think no one calls these fuckers out on platforms for the stuff that they do and the stuff that they say. So if one person wants to do it, I don't have a problem with it. That being said, though, if neither of them did it, that's what I would prefer. Because you're right. You said about
what a roast is supposed to be about.
No matter how political I am, I don't want it in everything. Sometimes I just want to watch a game or watch a roast or watch something, and I don't want to have it pervade because people have to take sides when something like that pops up.
Listen, when George Takei was on the William Shatner roast,
oh my,
100%. When he was on that, that's a different side of things, right? Because you know that the animosity and stuff that they had in the past.
Yeah,
but Shatner knows, and the closeness that they actually had, working together all of the time.
Yeah,
that he's going to say some stuff. So he's like, "Fuck you," and the horse you rode in on. Like it's okay. That's it. But then they probably they shook it out. Did they ever were friends again? Probably not. But probably not.
Hold on. We've got two sensitive little bitches in the chat, PLD and Saul, crying about my ball busting and roasting. Saul said, I think it's very important that we're finally explaining how roasting and ball busting work to Roka. If you think I need two 7-Eleven employees to explain to me what the fuck ball busting and roasting is all about, these two wouldn't know ball busting is. If they'd have to actually have balls, a set of balls, either of them, to understand what ball busting is. For
you be very nice and kind to people. Battery, I work for you. Watch Mall Roka. It's your job, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was too busy fucking your dad all last night, so I didn't get a chance. We know that. Did I get the laugh? That's what matters.
Definitely that's what matters. No doubt about that. All right. So
I should definitely take lessons from PLD and Saul about ball busting and roasting people.
Yes. But look,
anyway,
the thing was overall, if you're asking me, did I think the jokes were good? Yes, they were very good. Did I think that everybody who came to play and came to spit fire? Yes. Everybody did. That's not it. I just, like I said, I just have a very different mentality. Like to me, Ross is always the best. Who will be the best?
100%.
Because he always approaches it in that way.
Yeah.
He's old school.
It's like Rickles. Rickles is the master.
Yeah, all those guys back. Those were the guys. Those were like that. Yeah. That's where that all came from. But anyway, but I'm glad that it did well.
I just think they shouldn't give the mic to the roaster. Like, don't until the end. The roaster is supposed to sit there, take it. Then at the end,
that's right. He had the mic.
Yeah, the mic the whole time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I didn't see The Rock. Was The Rock pretty good?
Rock was funny, but like, there's a lot of gay jokes they make at each other that I'm just always like, what Cat Williams said about them having a bromance, which means they two secretly bang each other all the time. I thought it was hilarious. So the Rock coming in, having Kevin Hart. He actually told Kevin Hart to suck his nipple. I was like, this is very weird. This is all very weird. So
I didn't see his. I saw, like I said, I've been seeing snippets, and I'll probably check it out for sure. I'm in my obsessive mode right now when it comes to like there are very few shows that I do this with, but like I did it, as I mentioned, I did it with Dark. I did it with The Sopranos when I was doing the rewatch. Is that
right?
Now when I get home, or if I have a free hour or two before I go to sleep, there's a show I'm watching right now, and I'm watching 12 Monkeys. Right from
from Terry Matalas.
Did you watch it?
It's a great show.
Okay, finally, someone on this freaking show actually watched it.
Yeah.
And so I'm in season 2 right now.
Oh, nice.
And it's I love it. I really like watching it. There's there's a couple things you're like, oh, this is clearly a Sci-Fi Network show, but
yes,
but I thought it was really good.
I started watching it after Terry did the 3rd season of Picard. I thought he was incredible with that season, so I was like, well, I need to watch 12 Monkeys. Plus, Gatad, what's the actor?
Statwick?
Yeah, Stashwick. Yeah, he's in the show. Yeah, he's great.
He's a deacon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's
nice.
a bunch of different things I wanted to talk about before we got into and the other things. We got box office and things to talk about, so we'll get into that too. But anything that you guys thought about the roast? What do you think about the WWE thing? What do you think about the fights? What do you think about the NBA playoffs? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.
How me?
I totally agree. All right, before we move on, I got to tell you guys about Hims. You know how much I've been with them now for I don't know how long it's been, but should tell you what they got going on. Excited to share this with you. So here, where are they? They were here. I got them. It's coming. You ready, Roka? Ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, let me tell you about Hims. Just a moment. I thought that I had it, but I'm going to blame it on PLD, even though it's really not his fault. But I'll blame it on him anyway. Give me a moment. I thought I could have sworn that oh, there it is. See there. All right. So you don't want to just lose weight. You want to lose weight, but you want to look better and you want to feel better. And that is why Weight Loss by Hims now offers access to the FDA-approved Wegovy pill and the FDA-approved Wegovy pen. It is designed to help you lose weight and keep it off so you can stay on track with your goals. With Wegovy at Hims, you lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise, which is very important. It helps you regulate your appetite and eat less, so success is within reach. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1, so there are no needles needed. Doesn't stop there. Hims makes hitting your goals seamless by offering access to 24/7 messaging with your care team and in-app lifestyle and nutrition support like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more. So if you're ready to reach your goals, you got to visit hims.com/Christian, get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's Hims, HIMS.com/Christian, hims.com/Christian. Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is a registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. Very excited to have Hims on the show, and I hope that you guys are too. And as you said, as I've told you many times over, you help out the show dramatically when you purchase. Check out the link. Go in there.
Saul should get some. Saul needs some. Saul, get some Hims, Saul. PLD as well. PLD on the other side for sure. They need to get Hims. You guys need to be ambassadors for Hims. Both of
you guys go after.
Is that ball busting? Is that good ball busting, guys? Do you approve of the ball busting? Do you approve of it, guys? Paul and Saul.
He's an asshole.
That's right. He is. Both of them.
He's having a blast with himself. All right, I had something.
Like always. Yeah, go ahead.
I had something I was going to say, but then I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
It's all right. We got other things to. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was talking about. Right now, you're currently at 9. We got to get
9.
Yeah, but I have good news for everybody. John and the rest of the crew knows this too. We're changing up a little bit on the rules. We're still doing the contest to where it's like, yeah, you want to get the most numbers for sure. But the way that it's going to work, we're actually going to start announcing the winners on Monday, starting this week, because what we're going to do is we're going to tally up which show actually performed monetarily the best. And that's how the host will ultimately get the bonus. Last week, Winston and Chris won through numbers, and they won through monetarily as well too. So they would have won regardless. Okay. So Roka right now is at 9.
9.
Let's try to get Roka to at least 100 to see how he
can
hold that up. But we are going to start off and we're going to talk about the box office as you and I always do. I don't think this is a big surprise to us and what the way that the box office numbers ran. Did you see Mortal Kombat taking the first spot? Because I had him at number 2.
Well, I was on the fence about it because it was Mother's Day this weekend, I could imagine women bringing their mom. So by the end of the weekend, like in my mind, I was like, well, I guess Devil Wears Prada is going to win, but I had assumed going into the weekend that Mortal Kombat was going to win because of all the positive reviews. But in the end, I think Devil Wears Prada won. So
Devil Wears Prada definitely won. So let's look at first. The first thing we'll do is take a look at let me bring it up. Where's that? office. Oh, we got it. Okay, so I'll bring up the article first, and then I'll show the actual number. We always do. So let's check this out. Here is what Dark Horizons was saying, and box office and the product rules and combat was soft overseas. It's not a good headline. It was a fight, but ultimately 20th Century Studios' The Devil Wears Prada 2 managed to hold off competition from Mortal Kombat 2 at the box office in a flawless victory. The fashionable sequel retained the crown domestically with 43 million, a drop of 44% from its debut, and easily took the lead ahead of the Mortal Kombat follow-up, which landed a still quite strong 40 million in second place. Internationally, Prada was a much bigger event, the film earning a further 75.8 million overseas in its second weekend, dropping only 46%. As a result, the film now sits at 433 million worldwide gross so far, 145 million of the stateside, and essentially double that from overseas market to help Disney push past the 2 billion global mark for this year. The Kombat sequel, on the other hand, had a fairly soft start overseas with the 23 million, bringing its worldwide debut to 63. While it certainly overtake the 2021 original, the debut is seen as underwhelming, with the delay from last October to May having seemingly backfired for Warner's. Michael was third domestically with 36.5 million, along with a further 58.5 million overseas, with a great hold around 32%. The film has a worldwide gross of 577 million so far. It's looking like it will be a bigger hit than Bohemian Rhapsody when it's all said and done. Wow. Sheep Detectives was fourth, 15.9, and a further 12.1 million overseas. Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft concert film pulled in 7.5 million domestically and 12.6 million, giving it a worldwide debut, matching its 20 million production budget. Also of note, Hokum Deepwater Animal Farm saw domestic drops of 49%, 63%, a disastrous 80%, respectively. The three titles occupied the 8th to 10th slot, with the later two earning well under 1 million each. Okay. So first thing actually we should start out with is Devil Wears Prada too, right?
Okay.
Regardless, we've already talked about it last week. We have different thoughts on the film itself, but I don't think either one of us is denying that the massive hit that this thing is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it was, and I said this the other day, it was an absolutely brilliant idea to release this last week, so your second week landed during Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Because if you hit during week one, your week two audience is going to be there holding, we had tickets for that anyway, because that's what I know Steph and her mom are going to see it for Mother's Day, right? There were a lot of people that were going to do that. It's very brilliant. And the fact that they're hitting overseas as well, because of the fashion side of it, the icon that Meryl Streep is, does not surprise me that this movie is doing as well. It's going to be one of the bigger movies of the year. It's a great way to start off the summer, and I'm not shocked that it took number one. I agree with you. I think the reason why is because of that second week Mother's Day. That's why it won.
Yeah, 100%. And it eked out its win. It wasn't like it blew away Mortal Kombat 2. So, all respect
overseas to Mortal Kombat. Overseas it blew away.
Well, yeah, fair point. But I think it's an interesting point with Mortal Kombat 2, because as positive as the reviews were, for the most part, it has an $80 million budget and made 40 million on its opening weekend. And it doesn't feel like this is the kind of movie that has like these legs that are going to be stretching out here over multiple weeks. I think a lot of people who wanted to see this movie saw it over the weekend and enjoyed it. I don't know how much repeat business it's going to do to put it into the massive profit place. But Devil Wears Prada 3, already I'm looking at the numbers here. It is 5th worldwide for the entire year already in 2 weeks. It's the 5th at 433 million worldwide, just behind Michael at 577. Something called Pegasus 3 at 649. Then Project Hail Mary, and Super Mario's almost at $1 billion. So the Galaxy movie. So the fact that in 2 weeks it is already in the top 5 of worldwide grosses of the year is amazing.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. No, and this is the difference between, say, Mortal Kombat and Devil Wears Prada. Like you said, it was close domestically, but internationally, kicked its ass. And in week 2 or week 3, it's going to kick its ass. And in week 4, it's definitely going to kick its ass, because week 4, Mandalorian Grogu comes out in not this week, but next. And you and I are seeing it on Thursday, right?
Yes, I'm coming up to see that in LA. Yeah.
Right. So that comes out on Thursday. That will be, regardless, we'll have the whole conversation. The conversation will be going on whether or not it performed its expectations or not, but it'll be the number one movie of the weekend. And it'll absolutely annihilate and kick Mortal Kombat out of any spot that it was in anyway.
Yeah.
That's the audience for that, is where Devil Wears Prada 2. It's not the audience for it. So that's going to be the end of Mortal Kombat 2. So it might ultimately, I agree with Dark Horizons, it might have been a bad move to move it. I saw someone in the chat saying, well, I fear for Street Fighter now. I don't, because of two reasons. One, yes, both trailers performed for sure and resonated with people, but I think that the Street Fighter one surprised more people. But the major reason is it's an October movie.
Yeah.
I don't think Mortal Kombat should have taken that risk to try to move to summer. It's too packed up. There's too many things going on. You should have tried to earn the money that it could have in October. I know the risk because it costs so much to make, but I think it was a bad move. I think it was a bad move to move it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think they felt the summer is the time to put a movie out like this, but there's so much going on, and maybe they didn't anticipate the Devil Wears Prada 2 was going to have this kind of a footprint. But I'm surprised about the international numbers. Only 23 million. That game is a global hit, right? I don't think it's a U.S. hit.
You're saying 40, 40 overseas, you're surprised?
Yeah, overseas, the number is really low. And I'm just surprised at how much it didn't resonate globally, because films like this usually do. Tournament fighting films usually get a good international box office. So I'm really surprised at how it didn't latch on to that. And maybe that speaks to the fact that the first movie wasn't that good. I think that also helps Street Fighter.
Yes, I think you're right. I think there's a part of it too, because you're 1,000% correct, where normally, look, the reason why Jurassic World does as well as it does too, because you don't, when you have the subtitles and everything too, and it's transferring over from English, you don't really need to have the cadence of everything that they're saying, because it's dinosaurs running around and who cares? It's not really why they're going to see it. That's why it makes almost $1 billion every time they put a movie out.
Right.
You would assume Mortal Kombat would be the same thing. But it wasn't this time around. I don't know if it opened in all markets, but I don't know in general how it's going to ultimately perform. I think it might wind up being a big miss. But then Michael is the other one, right? So let's go here. And sorry, John, should I say that again?
No, I was just saying Michael did amazingly well. Yeah, please.
It did. So Michael currently is at 577 million. Now, they said that it's doing better at this point than Bohemian Rhapsody, is what they said, right?
Yeah. Looking at the analytics of it all. Yeah. So I think $1 billion is absolutely in play for that movie. You know, because 911.
Okay, wow. See, I'm still not on board with the $1 billion from Michael, but But the only reason I say that is when did I keep asking this question? Bohemian Rhapsody came out when?
I think it was
like October,
in the beginning of the year.
Was it?
I thought. Hold on.
I thought it was like October, November.
No, you're right. October. Yes, October. Actually, in the States, November 2nd, but in the UK, October 23rd.
That's my only hesitance, right? Because like right now, Michael has done really big box office, and there's nothing really competing with the repeat viewing for now
until Mando.
Yeah, because when you have Bohemian Rhapsody, you've got, I mean, was a bigger movie at that point. A lot of those independent movies come out, and other big movies do come out in November, December, but it gives it a little bit of time, and it's a little more outside the range, and we're in a different time period too, when movies were performing at a different level. I mean, look, I still said it. If it does hit it, I won't be shocked. Right, because we always talk about that's the one biopic that possibly could do it, and because there is so much repeat viewing. But I just wonder, with the summer movie season really starting to kick in now, who's going to get hit? Is it going to be Devil Wears Prada? Is it going to be Michael? Is it going to be, because Mortal Kombat, like we said, is going to take a hit. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's in play, and I'll tell you, because it has really sparked a fire in the Black community. And we've seen when the Black community gets excited about a film, they go and see it multiple times. The reason Black Panther did so well is, yes, it appealed, all across the board, but it really resonated with the Black audience and the Black film goers, and that jettisoned the profit of it way past where people were expected it to go. And I think the same thing will happen with Michael. The fact that these numbers aren't dropping that much every week is an amazing sign, and I don't think much is going to come along that's going to counter it with Grogu. Some people are not that excited about the movie, or Masters of the Universe after that. Some people, so you could argue those are crossover audiences, And I think Michael's going to do just fine. And the same thing with Devil Wears Prada. That really appeals to women and, of course, to a lesser extent, the gay community. And they come out and support when they really want to support something. And so I think both of those films have very strong bases they're appealing to that'll keep people going multiple times. Yeah. And I don't see many other films coming out that are going to threaten their status in that base for the financial possibilities here in the summer until much later. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to keep making money. It just people don't realize how hard just that $1 billion really is if you don't have some kind of an extraordinary opening up top. But it can keep building. But I think it's going to wind up tapping out probably closer to 9.
Right. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, there's going to be a lot to be said, and then you got Sheep Detectives. I still haven't seen it. I missed.
Yeah, me too.
I missed the Billie Eilish one. Sheep Detectives did really well. Everyone that I've seen that movie talk about how great it is. The Billie Eilish one, I actually thought was going to come in 4th place. I thought that was going to come in 4th, but it wound up coming in 5th place.
Weird, yeah. Directed by James Cameron. Billie Eilish is massive, and yet that did not do that well.
Yes, it did. It still did good. It made $20 million. It got its budget back within 1 weekend, and it'll probably make a little. Now it's going to start making money over the next 2 weeks. But no, it's not going to be a massive hit, but it's going to be. It's not a disappointment. I don't think.
Okay.
And then what else? Oh, you had mentioned the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, almost at $1 billion.
Quietly, right?
Well, that's what people say. Critics don't matter. They do. You may not like it sitting in your house getting upset about critics, but they do matter. And when they do matter in films like this, in certain films, and I think a sequel like we saw with Avatar: Fire and Ash, I know some people get upset when I bring it up, but it's the truth. Same thing here. If a film is not critically well received, when it comes out as a sequel, it shows up on the back end. The loss of profit shows up on the back end, and we're seeing it now. It's not going to match what the first Mario did. Just like Fire and Ash didn't match what the second Avatar film did. And that's because they're not great movies. And that bears itself out. The criticism of these films bear themselves out in the long run. And that's why the numbers aren't that strong.
I think there's truth in what you're saying, but I also think there's truth in the fact that sometimes critics don't matter. Because
well, as I said, certain films.
Yeah, films, but I do then $941 million or whatever it is. The critics didn't matter. It's still, yes, it made less. It made less than the other one, right? And maybe there were some people, maybe it took a hit.
That matters.
It maybe in the same way that Rise of Skywalker, right? Significantly dropped as far as I think that there's something to be said about that, but I don't think it matters enough that it's. I don't think they're not happy that the fact that the movie made $940 million is what I'm saying. It's weird reviews.
No, I know.
Better, and we wish that people would have loved it and they would have done 1.4, but it didn't. It almost made $1 billion, or it made $1 billion. But that's okay. We can sleep okay.
Listen, if you have sex with somebody really good the first time and you suck the second time and ain't that strong, guess what? You got to look at it aggregate, right? So that's how it goes in the situation here. Yes, you did have sex, but it wasn't that great. And so I'm just getting at the point here that does matter, that where you see the criticism of movies matters on the back end. And people are like, wow, the Super Mario, the first one did well. Yeah, because people didn't know what it was. So they wanted to go and see it over and over again. So certain film, and as I said, I really want to stress this for the people who don't understand nuance. Certain films critics absolutely matter when they give bad reviews. And sequels are, I think, a big place where critics matter with certain films.
Sometimes I just, this one in particular, it didn't really, I don't know. I don't think
this one got worse reviews than the first one. You know?
And it did. But I mean, look, Mortal Kombat's another one that reviews were decent enough. And I don't think that the people that wanted to see it saw it. It's just a matter of how much interest was there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But either way, that's the box office. That's it. This weekend, what the hell comes out this weekend? Anything that's this is probably good for us to make a prediction on what we think is gonna. This weekend, May 15th, you got Driver's Ed, In the Gray, Is God Is, Amazon movie, Mobile Suit, Gundam Hathaway, The Sorcery of Nymph Circle, whatever the fuck that is. Obsession is the one, and then they're doing a rerun of Shrek. I think Shrek will wind up in the top 5. I think Shrek will end up in the top 5. But I think that now the question is, what will be number 1? Will it be Devil Wears Prada? Will it be Michael, or will it be Mortal Kombat? Because I don't think any of these unless Obsession has a really big audience behind it, I just don't see it being a number one movie audience. What will be number one?
I think Devil Wears Prada retains the number one crown. I don't see anything coming out that's going to come close to threatening that. And I think Mortal Kombat's going to regress, and I think Michael's going to regress, only because Michael's been out longer. So that's the only reason I would say that. So I think Devil Wears Prada absolutely comes out number one.
I do too.
This weekend. Yeah,
I do too. I think that will be number one. I think Obsession will be number two.
Possibly, people have a curious interest in the horror film like that. Yeah,
I think Devil Wears Prada will be one. I think Obsession will be number two. I think number three will be Michael, and number four will be Mortal Kombat. And then next week will be
where are you going to put Shrek in? Then fifth?
Oh, that'll be number five.
Okay, all right,
it'll be number five.
Okay,
but, and if it doesn't, then then I was wrong.
Well, no one's holding you to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. For me, that's not one that I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm holding. I'm not betting our third steak dinner on that one. Okay. So
are we coming up with a bet for the Ronda? Well, anyway,
let's talk about that. We should. Okay. Yeah, man. So did you watch the pre-special? Because I didn't tell you anything about the pre-special.
No, I haven't watched it. I'll watch it today.
The reason I told you to watch is I didn't even know. I got a text from Matt Sarah. Matt Sarah and I are in the pre-special.
Oh, nice.
We're giving our predictions on the fight, and they used my clip for saying Gina's going to win, and they used him for talking about Ronda winning. And I really enjoyed the pre-special, and I was even more convinced after watching that I just don't know. There's just so much mentally, I think, riding. I think that Gina is just more locked in mentally in this fight overall from what I saw in this special. And I just don't know. I'm sticking to my prediction, and I'm really looking forward to this fight. I'm looking forward to this whole card. The card is really solid, and I do agree that this is going to be the highest rated or MMA fight ever anyone ever watched. It absolutely will be. It absolutely will be.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. What is the biggest number? Do we have a biggest number? Highest watched MMA fight?
It's a tricky stat.
Wouldn't it be McGregor versus Khabib? I feel like
no, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why not. It's a tricky stat because if Khabib and McGregor had been on Netflix, then I don't know if they're going to be able to touch that number.
Okay.
But it was pay-per-view. So anytime you're going up against pay-per-view numbers on a streaming service that everybody has, everybody has streaming service is going to win. The question is it going to outperform? Now the number is no longer, is it going to outperform one of the greatest UFC matches? It's going to be like, can it outperform Tyson and Jake Paul? Can it outperform, that's where you're going to start to look at when it comes to streaming numbers, because you can't battle pay-per-view, and there's no UFC event on Paramount Plus that has done that kind of numbers yet.
Right. So it's kind of an empty stat, isn't it? Because there isn't that many things to compare it to. So
that's what I'm saying.
The most watched MMA fight ever. Well, yes, it will be, because you're on Netflix as opposed to
1,000
being on a premium live event. Yeah. So
absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I think that now I really want to see what's going to happen though, and you'll know quick, because Gina's got I'll tell you right now that if the fight it's like I really want to know what kind of shape Ronda Rousey is in general, right? Because the other thing is, and I'm sure you might actually agree with me on this.
Okay.
We have never seen Ronda tested past 3 rounds. Never seen her when she was dominating.
Yeah, no, she's either getting knocked out or knocking them out.
She was taking people. I mean, her losses were both in the first round, and they were quick. But her wins were in the first round, and they were quick. Yeah, I think she might have won 1-2 rounder. I'm not sure, but what kind of gas does she have in the tank? We don't know. What kind of gas did she have when she was 27? What kind of gas does she have now in her 30s or late 30s? And Carano is another one. Like, the thing is, she just recently got herself back in shape at 42. What's her tank gonna be like? And who loses more of their strengths as the gas goes down? Because Gina's whole thing is her power and her clinch. It's the power and the clinch. That's what's going to be that's how she's going to win. She's got to keep the distance. And she's taller. She can keep the distance. She's got to keep the distance and her kicks are powerful. If she can hit one of those kicks on Ronda, see you later.
This is an interesting fight when you look at it, because there's a lot of things beyond just the fight that are going on around it, right? You go is this, first of all, that neither of them are in their prime and currently fighting. So they're coming at both out of long layoffs. Then it's like, well, what is the point of this, right? Is this to promote this organization and their booking and all this kind of stuff? So do you want people to be unsatisfied by the ending? Is this a McGregor Mayweather situation where Mayweather carried McGregor for 9 rounds? Will Ronda carry Gina for 3 rounds and not knock her out? Because that helps the overall brand and the
she ain't
promotion.
knocking her out. She ain't, there's no Ronda Rousey's not knocking Gina out. If she beats her, it's gonna be an armbar. Ronda Rousey has no power. She's never knocked. Who's she knocked out? She's gonna armbar her.
Okay. Right. All right. Fair point. Oh, yeah. You want to use technical terms? Fine. She's gonna take her out either way.
Major technical term.
Yeah. I know. So either way, she's gonna take her out. So is she gonna carry her, knowing she's the better fighter? Although I think that's dangerous, is she going to carry her for 3 rounds and then take her out? And then some people are satisfied. It'll go 5 rounds. Because as you said, Ronda's never been past the 3rd round, and she's only gone out of the 1st round twice in all her fights. And so Liz Carmouche was the one that took her to the 3rd round.
Right.
So, and then Maisha, but that was weird how that went down. So you look at the situation, okay, Ronda's never. So is Ronda going to go Tyson here and try to knock her out in the 1st round? And that's that. And will people be unsatisfied, or is she going to care? So those are concerns I have. Not that she's going to do that. I just have concerns that's a possibility. I want a straight up fight. And I think in a straight up fight, I think Ronda absolutely waxes her, and it's not even a close. But this is going to be interesting to see if Gina has the right game plan, as you said, to grind her down, to slow her down, to exhaust her with clinches to the point where Gina gets the upper hand and gets a shot in and knocks out Ronda, who we have seen get knocked out. By Holly Holm and Nunes.
Gina uses her angles, right?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a bitching. It really is.
Yeah,
if she uses because Ronda and I think that's the thing though too, right? When Tyson was exposed the first time how to fight him, no one knew how to fight him. When they started to realize how to fight him, well, that's the game plan. Just do that. And if you're able to wear him down a little bit, he doesn't throw combinations anymore. He just looks for the big haymaker, wear him down. And by the time you get into the 6th round, Kevin McBride beat Tyson, for God's sakes. So at that point he was out of it, wasn't really locked in anymore. And that was the end of it. Lennox Lewis figured it out quick. Holyfield figured it out quick. So I think that if Gina can use that strategy of, keep my angles, hit her. And the other thing is you bring up Cyborg all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Like, look what happened when she fought Cyborg. Cyborg, we can agree, whether we not allege it or not, Cyborg was significantly bigger than Gina Carano. Gina Carano is significantly bigger than
stronger than
Ronda Rousey. So it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see. What do you guys think? Who is going to win this fight? I know that everybody feels like I'm a lunatic for picking Gina Carano, but I think Gina Carano wins. If it's a real fight and it's not a carry-on thing, like and if Jake Paul didn't sit them down and say, hey, look, we needed to go at least 3 rounds, if that starts to happen, then anything can happen. But realistically, this fight either way should be over in the 1st round. Either Carano wins in the 1st or Rousey wins in the 1st. If it goes to the 2nd, or if it goes to the 3rd round, something stinks in Denver, as they say nowhere. All right.
Who do you think is going to be sitting there waiting for the winner? Who does Jake Paul have attend this fight that is going to get on the mic immediately
to fight
like Tyson Fury and what Anthony Joshua did
Gina
after?
Carano's never fighting again after this.
You don't think so?
No. Gina Carano's whole goal is to get back, and she's almost kind of hinted as much in the not that she wasn't going to fight again, but she hinted her goal. She wants to get back. She wants to get acting again. She wants to get roles again. And you know how this business works. They love a winner. If she crushes Rousey. If she crushes Rousey in the 1st round and everyone's talking about Gina Carano, everybody's talking about Gina Carano again now. If everybody's talking about her, if she wins and beats Ronda Rousey, you'll see her in movies and TV shows again. Will she be the lead? No, and that has nothing to do with anything except the fact she's just not that strong of an actress. But but she'll start popping up in things again. She'll start being in things again, and I think that's what she wants. I think that's what she wants more of now. If Rousey wins convincingly, I could see Rousey fighting again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Ronda likes the shine. Yes, I think she's a bit of an introvert. I think the attention unsettles her and stuff, but she also likes it. And so her being the premier person or the point person for this organization, this promotion, I think there's a sense of the ego stroke that she likes. And if I'm Holly Holm, I am on the phone with Jake Paul to be in that audience.
1 million.
When this is over, I get on the mic and go, now you've finished with that.
Stop making excuses. Let's do it.
Exactly. Let's do it again. Now you got rid of the 44-year-old. Let's go with someone who's your contemporary.
That's a great call. I don't think Ronda would be anywhere near that fight. I don't think Ronda would go anywhere near that fight because she lost to Holly Holm again. I don't think she'd be
that was brutal, man.
Brutal. No chance. Maybe Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey versus Nunes.
A triple threat.
The two of them against Nunes.
Oh, against handicap match. Do it.
Match. Anyway, all right. Let's move on a couple other things. Did you get the link? We got the Punisher special coming up today.
Yeah. Oh, one more quick thing. I am going to do a live watch along of this on my channel this weekend. So if you guys want to watch with me, we can the MMA fight. But yes,
I will be doing a watch along with Wings at a bar. If you want to watch along, come to the bar. That's where I'll be watching along.
The Punisher email I got before we started the show, so I'm looking forward to watching it this afternoon.
Yeah, same. I'll have a reaction. I'll probably do that. So I'll get that over to them, to the editors. Hopefully get that, and then by the time it drops tomorrow night, right?
I think so. Yeah. So
well, they have, again, I guess some people saw it. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. Punisher special is his darkest version yet. At least that's what I would assume. If this is going to be, that's the article. Marvel Studios, The Punisher, One Last Kill special presentation hits the Disney Plus streaming service on Tuesday. John Bernthal indicates, maybe it's his John Bernthal. The one-off is set to go places. Last seen breaking out of the Kingpin's holding cells in the first season of Daredevil Born Again. The special will deal with Bernthal's Frank Castle. We'll deal with what I can't speak. The special will deal with what Bernthal's Frank Castle got up to after that and likely why he didn't return for its second season. He also has to set things up in a way that will have the character ready for a brand new day. Bernthal recently appeared on the Kelly Clarkson show. Who's Kelly Clarkson? And called the presentation the most psychologically complex, darkest vision of the Punisher that you're going to see. I believe it's what the fans want. He adds that his producer, Nick Kamaltosis, is a Marine Raider who helped considerably with making this different. A fellow Marine Raider and another Green Beret were also on set. They're just beautiful human beings. They're great, and they really wanted to do something, for the veterans community, and especially for those guys, the tips of the spears, who are really suffering when entering back into the world. And I think that's very much at the core of a Frank story. As for Frank Castle being part of Brand New Day, jumping from the Punisher special TVMA rating to that PG-13 one will be an adjustment. He says, with Spider-Man, I think what's most important, because obviously tonally it's different and such an honor to be part of it, especially with the ton of money they put in my back pocket, especially with my dear friend Tom Holland. It was important to us that one Punisher could walk off set and walk onto the other. Tonally, they couldn't be more different, but I hope we were able to achieve that. It's very important. In addition, Judith Light, all right. Hell yeah. Looks like playing. And you're never going to get me when Angela shows up. I'm never going to be upset. That reference. You're as old as me and John. The actress wouldn't say what her role is, but tells today, I think people will be surprised. I think they really will appreciate it. This is really about transformation, what it means to be a person who holds on to revenge. Reviews for The Punisher One Last Kill will be out Tuesday night, right? As a special launch, as a social media coming out. So I'll probably do a social media post or immediate reaction for that as well. When we're allowed to. I don't know when we're allowed to do that. But I'll check that out. Anyway.
Social embargo, 5 p.m. PT today.
5 p.m. PT, so that's 8 o'clock my time.
ET your time, yeah.
It's 8 o'clock my time. Okay, so I'll have it out. Oh shoot. Well, I don't have it out of the theater. I was going to say I thought I had it out of the theater tonight, but I don't. I'm only seeing Mando and Grogu this week. You see anything?
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing this week.
Seeing, right? Yeah,
but I'll see the sheep thing tomorrow at some point.
I do that with Ming every time. I don't know if you've ever watched one of the reviews that we do, but like every single time I still find new ways. Like we'll start and I scream sheep in the beginning of it, and I've known him for all my life, and I still can get him every single time. Anyway,
yeah.
So what are you thinking about this? You think my biggest takeaway is this: is I'm so very curious to see how Frank Castle is going to transfer from this. I'm sure this is going to be crazy, this special. I'm sure this special is going to be straight up Netflix style. I mean, where they went with Daredevil Born Again and then some with this. But then how do you take that special, take that darkness and put that in Brand New Day and make it feel like the same character? I feel like that goofy performance of Kingpin that should have never happened in Hawkeye.
Oh, well, I didn't. I think it was pretty goofy in Daredevil. My
goofier than that fart thing in Hawkeye. The Hawaiian shirts. I know it was he had the Hawaiian shirts in the comics, but it was so it wasn't even the same character.
I think there's maybe a minority of us who really do not like D'Onofrio's interpretation of Kingpin because it's not comic books accurate in any way, shape, or form, and it's frustrating. But that being said, I think this is last night we watched the Lady Out Online. We watched the Gary episode of The Bear.
Oh, how was it?
Which is really effing good.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's just them in the car.
Yeah. Oh, it's like
back and forth. Yeah, him and Moss-Bachrach there, of course, from season 1 of Punisher.
It's like that movie Lock. Remember the movie Lock?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, kind of. But then there's some stuff that happens when they get out of the car in a couple of moments.
Okay.
Like at a bar and a basketball game. It's really cool, but it's very much about them and exploring Bernthal's mental health issues, that character's mental health issues. It is pretty brutal and great dialogue and what they get to and emotional. And it ties into season 5. I highly recommend watching it. But watching Bernthal work in this show and that episode, I was like, he has come so far as an actor that it excites me to see what he's going to do with this One Last Kill, because I love the first season of Punisher. Second season, but the first season was great. So you're right. What's the challenge here? Establish him really hardcore, but will that fit into the Spider-Man situation? It's just like what people are complaining about. Well, will Pattinson's Batman fit in Gunn's DCU? It's kind of the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how this special plays out. You know?
I agree, and I think that he elevates almost every project that he's in.
Yes,
he really does. Like when he shows up from Walking Dead all the way through Wolf of Wall Street, and I mean you can name anything that he shows up in, and he's just one of those guys that just he's got like, and before anyone get up in arms about this, but he's got what De Niro had when De Niro was coming up, like he's got that thing of like he just look
he's electric.
He's electric. And De Niro was starring in movies all the time, and this is his starring special for Bernthal. But there's something about even when Bernthal is in a movie for like 15 minutes, you're like, oh, he could have been the star of this movie.
Yeah.
Even when he's only in it and his role is just to be a side character or whatever it might be, you're like, oh, I could have watched a whole movie about that character. Even in what's the one that with the Tyler Sheridan one in
Wind River. Yeah.
Wind River. Like I could have seen a whole movie with him and that girl.
Yes,
because that's how good he is.
Yeah.
He's just that good. And so he was the perfect choice for Punisher, Frank Castle. I'm very curious to see. He's got a great angry yell that he's got too, the angry yell scream that I love. So I'm excited for this one. I think that, and I don't think it's going to be jarring in Brand New Day, to be honest. I think they'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah. And listen, I'll say this, and this is a controversial opinion, which people know I'm not a stranger to, but I prefer his Punisher over Charlie Cox Daredevil any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I don't think anyone's ever captured Punisher correctly, and Bernthal has. And it's amazing, which is why I thought the second season was a bit of a betrayal, because the first season was so perfect.
Punisher, I haven't seen any seasons.
What? Dude,
I know.
Do yourself a favor. Like the first season is arguably, in my opinion, it's the best season of Marvel television on Netflix ever. It's so perfect. But it's because I'm a hardcore Punisher fan. I love Daredevil, but I'm a hardcore Punisher fan. And
I love Punisher. I loved it as a kid. I really did.
Yeah.
I used to watch it. I used to read it all the time. And I'm not saying it's a good movie, but I used to love the Dolph Lundgren movie. I used to love it. I know it's terrible, but I used to love it because we
all have a guilty pleasures.
No, because it was also at that time. Nobody making Punisher movies. It wasn't. Comic book movies weren't being made all the time back then. You had Batman and other things too, but
no, you're right.
They weren't. And I was like, they made a Punisher movie. Great. So just to see the Punisher movie, like Dolph Lundgren, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I used to watch it. I'm sure I've watched it so many times, but haven't seen it in. It has to be 20 years. It has to.
Yeah.
But I've watched it so many times that I feel that I wouldn't forget a thing. That's how many times I used to watch that movie. I used to love it. But
I want to underscore your point and say, remember him in Sicario? Bernthal in Sicario. He was amazing in Sicario. So whenever he shows up, he's always great.
So I'm excited to see it. How do you guys feel about the Punisher, especially excited to see it? Do you want to check it out? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think, and this is a question that I guess I can ask John and we can continue on before we get into the questions. Do you guys think that this will outperform Daredevil Born Again season 2? That's a question, John, like, because everything that we just said, right? This is going to speak volumes about Marvel television right now, because I think there's an argument to be made about like you said, the Charlie Cox Daredevil or the John Bernthal Punisher. I think you'd have two different groups that would probably argue either your point or fight for Cox.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there's many people that would argue that Charlie Cox is a bigger star or presence than John Bernthal is, right? So having John Bernthal star in this one-off series that you're really only getting one episode, one special presentation, seems to bode well for it, that it'll probably do significantly better.
I think it will be. Well, first, because it's a one-off. So there's a bit of exclusivity around it. So people want to see it. And second of all, I just think, there's a reason those numbers are so down for Daredevil Born Again season 2, because people got turned off by that first season. I don't care how many people like it. The numbers aren't there to support it.
Yeah.
And that tells you everything you need to know about how people, Marvel viewers overall, see that version of Daredevil now. Well, I think the She-Hulk appearance really hurt that for a lot of people, whether you like it or not. And the second part of this,
promote their new version of what Daredevil is going to be through that.
Yeah, through that. And a lot of people turned off by
it. Probably caused the whole reboot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's a care that Bernthal has with Punisher that he is vocal about, he is out there about, and that to comic book people, to superhero people, that speaks volumes to them, that you respect the love that they have for the character.
Yeah.
And so I think that gets a lot of goodwill for John, and I think that's why people are going to watch this Punisher special in larger numbers.
Are there 3 seasons of the Punisher?
No. There was not a third season. I don't know who's talking about a third season.
No. I think they were talking about Daredevil. Daredevil had 3 seasons.
Oh,
Netflix. Yeah. So maybe that's
second season's the best season. Third season was a mixed bag. First season's good.
Daredevil. So I've only seen 2 seasons of Daredevil. Definitely didn't see the third on Netflix. I still have to watch 7 and 8 of Born Again season 2. I liked it a lot better than you did, but I got to finish up 7 and 8. Anyway. So very curious to what people are going to, if they're going to see it, they're going to watch it. So make sure you click like, comment, and let us know whether you're watching here now live, whether you're watching in the replay, or what you're watching on the Clips channel. So the Clips channel, we're building up on those clips. Make sure you check that out. I'm posting a lot more on Instagram these days and on Facebook. So make sure you check out both the pages there. John, what's going on the channel? What you got going on this?
Hey, I just dropped yesterday. I'm doing more video essays on my channel inspired by certain topics, and then just writing out stuff and recording it. And yesterday I dropped my reaction to Sports Illustrated's top 20 WWE superstars list, and what some of the rankings, what I was offended by, and some of the other rankings, and who should have been added that was snubbed. So it was a fun little video. If you guys want to watch it there, it's on the channel. More of that coming. I've got a Jonathan Kent defense one I'm working on, and I'm teasing one that I'm going to do, an 18-minute video coming up sometime this week, where I tell you that Andy, the Anne Hathaway character, is the actual villain of those 2 movies and not the hero of those 2 movies. And I've got evidence to back it up. So for Devil Wears Prada. So look for that. But also Hot Mic, Geek Buddies, Spill the Tequila tomorrow night. Winston and I are going to talk a little bit more about the roast and all of that. And then, of course, my reactions and reviews to everything is I'll have an out-of-theater reaction for Mando and Grogu. So please head on over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/John Rocha Says. Oh, and the Cinephiles, we just finished up part 2 of Whiplash, which was a lot of fun to revisit as well. Yeah. Love that movie.
Yeah, make sure you go and check out John's channel. Who had better chemistry in the movie? Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen as Padme and Hayden, Padme and Anakin, or Anne Hathaway and whoever that guy is.
Oh God, yeah, Chris, whatever his name. Yeah, listen, I love that guy. Colin from Accounts is a really good show on Paramount Plus, Australian show that he did. Very, very funny, but he was so wasted in that movie.
No chemistry with her too.
No, zero.
That looked like Mike Tyson fighting me.
If you are making me want Vinny Chase to come back to be her boyfriend again, you're doing a wrong job. Yeah,
no, exactly. There was no. We needed to be in a relationship. It's like, put that guy in there. It's like,
but that's Yeah, but that's the thing that I think about this movie. It was very much made to showcase Anne, and no one's going to take the shine away from Anne except for Meryl.
I'm okay with that.
And I was like, ugh.
I'm okay with that.
I know you are.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into these questions.
Already? All right, let's do it.
Yeah. We're about an hour. So look, the goal again, once again, we had started, we had like 11 at one point. John's already up at the 45. We're getting into this.
Yeah, let's get to 100. Come on, people. It's Monday morning. Let's get to 100. Come on.
Like we said, new way to determine this too. Yes, you want to see the person get the highest number, but the way we're going to determine it by the end of Monday, or sorry, when we get to next Monday, we will announce who actually won through
right
monetarily. It was the most fun. So it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for people just to beat Rocha. Because people keep trying to beat you. Now PLD, his head is spinning. I don't think he likes the new rules, but that's
no, he does. He's got to take a third job so he can keep contributing to Roxy and Kalinowski.
Johnny Vegeta, Rocha, West Ham versus Arsenal, goal or no goal?
Great question. Great question. Here's the deal. I think they made the right call in the end, but I understand the controversy is what I would say, because he was holding on to the goalies thing, but Arsenal was also committing fouls on that play. So you could have kept the goal or not kept the goal. Either decision I think would have been correct. There you go.
Whatever the hell you just said. Nathan Drake, Chris, you putting some money on Carano? If they put the freaking odds up, I've been looking for the odds in this fight for 2 months.
Is that on Kalshi or anything like that?
Nothing yet.
What?
Nothing yet. I keep checking in with my buddy James, and I keep checking with him. I'm like,
that's surprising.
I was like, because he's got a good book that we use as well too, and I was like, hey, is it up? He's like, no, not yet. He's like, trust me, I'm a degenerate gambler. I'll know immediately when it goes up. I was like, oh, that's fair. So if I'm gonna guess that she's gonna be plus 250.
Okay.
So that to me is worth it. I think just the plus 250 plus the first round. Both of those is probably where I'm going to go with. And
okay,
so we'll see. Mike Joyce, what do you think each other's Mortal Kombat fatality would be? That's a good one. Rocha just talking to death. And you don't or take his. You know what? He would take his hat off. He would take his cowboy hat off, and he'd slice your head off like the
like Odd Job. I think his name was James Bond. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Mine. I don't know. I slap you in the face with pizza. Armada, the bang your dad clip had me crying laughing. It was funny. Yeah.
People liking that one. Huh?
I will say, I can say this now because you lost a significant amount of weight. Because look at that picture. Unless that's.
Oh no, I know you're right. No, I have. Yeah. I've been over a year now keeping this weight off. So yeah. PLD, you should try it. Anyway, it goes.
I'll do this though.
Hey, listen, fat people can call out other fat people. I just want to make it clear, okay? If black people can use the N-word and Latinos can call each other these derogatory terms, you fat people can call out fat people.
I'll give PLD a moment to call in. If PLD wants to call in.
No, don't call in.
I'll give him 2 seconds.
His dial tone
on the clock. 1, 2.
Look how scared this motherfucker is.
Is that him?
That's all he said.
Is that all he said?
Give him 2 seconds. I give him 2 seconds.
No, I was sitting there waiting for you.
He sounded like Finstock. All right, Maddie B. Good afternoon, Kristian and Rocha.
Wait, did you say he sounded like Finstock?
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah. Yet another coattail he's writing for fame. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Maddie B. Good afternoon, Kristian and Rocha. Hey, Rocha, did you finish Mall? Yeah, because it's your job. You ran last week. Please don't F my daddy. That's hilarious. Did you finish watching it?
Hey, let's make those t-shirts. Give me 50%.
50%.
Come on.
Go ahead.
It's my saying I should get 50%. Anyway, go ahead. What
channel? Anything on my channel. So did you watch
I loved them all. It was amazing. Those last 2 episodes were incredible, dude.
Right?
Yeah. Two best episodes of television ever.
Did you get spoiled before you watched?
No, okay. I did not. I mean, I'd assumed, so I wasn't too surprised.
Did you react to it?
No. Because I don't have an editor, man. No. If I had an editor, I would react. If anybody's listening who wants to edit for my stuff, please DM me. I cannot pay you a shit ton of money. I don't have Kristian Harloff subscribers, but I can pay you something. So please.
Well, but either way, it was really, really, it was solid. It was really good.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I was just shocked. My mouth was open for a majority of the final episode, man. Yeah. It was so good.
I'm excited for it. Carlton Rudder.
Yeah.
London Calling. What's up, Carlton? So the Shape Detective Super movie, Babe meets Knives Out, Paddington 2 vibes. Definitely worth a watch. Also, great cinephiles on Whiplash. There you go. So I knew he would know.
Thank you, Carlton. Thank you, Carlton.
Man. Yeah, I really want to see Sheep. I've not heard a single bad thing about that movie.
Yeah, I know. Neither have I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Mike Joyce confirmed Roku's mom had a nice Mother's Day. I don't know if that's I don't know if
Mike. You don't want to talk about Latino's mom, dude. You don't want to. I mean, white boy, don't fuck around, boy. Don't let the smiley Johnny fool you. I'll stomp your nuts in the dust, boy. Don't talk about my mom. Mike, don't fuck around, Mike.
All right.
Know your place, boy.
Conrad, what's with the Tony Hinchcliffe hate? I am clueless. This is a tougher conversation for me because
all right, I got to use the restroom. Will you take it? And I'll
well, I mean, because I'm sure you're gonna.
I'll hear you. I'll hear you while I'm using. So
well, my thing is that I know Tony. Like I
right.
The comedy store and everything, and we get along. He's always good to me. I was friendly with him, regular dude. So he does his show, and he's been very successful with his show. I don't have anything to say about Tony Hinchcliffe. So I know that John obviously does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got no. I mean, I think he built up an empire with what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's successful. You can't deny it. It's just not my. It's not about his political point. It's the energy. He seems like a snarky, arrogant little prick, and so I don't gravitate to that usually with comedy. And so that's the only reason. But I'm not going to deny the man's successful. I'm not going to deny that he appeals to a lot of people. So it is what it is, and we're all allowed to not like or like any comedian that walks the earth. That's part of our right. Yeah.
I want you to go pee.
I want to take me down.
I will. All right, let's do that. While we wait for John. Okay, so next one, Maddie B. Hey Kristian, what's up with House of the Dragon episodes 9 and 10 on Patreon? They were dropped on YouTube 2 days ago. PLD, you want to answer that? Let's see. I'm trying to unmute PLD because PLD handles this. Go ahead, PLD. What happened with that? Well, hold on. I'm gonna bring him in. Hold on. All right, go ahead, PLD.
There was an issue with the attachment. Got to push back the drafts. It's been rectified. It's up there now. So you might as well let people know about Scary Movie 4 as well before, so they don't wonder about that.
Thank you. All right, there you go. See, PLD will always have an answer for that when you ask. As far as Scary Movie 4, there was an issue with some of the footage on the taping, so we weren't able to get the unedited on that one. So, but the unedited is. But we'll have House of the Dragon unedited that are coming out. I'm going to start. We'll probably have Scary Movie 5 that we're doing pretty soon. The Punisher. We'll have an unedited, so there'll be quite a few unediteds that are coming out. That was just it was a glitch. It was a glitch. It happens. IMD Blake. I saw Mortal Kombat 2 Saturday, and I thought it was great. It was a huge improvement over the 2021 movie. I agree that it was a huge improvement for sure. It was a lot of fun. I think the movie knew what it wanted to be. I thought it was a lot of fun. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, okay. John's back. So there's John. There's a new art. Luke just sent me this article. I want to bring this up real quick.
Sure.
Hold on a second.
Can someone help Matthew get a therapist in the chat? He's got a lot of anger, man.
Which one?
He puts the guy Matthew Garrett.
Oh yeah,
he's got a lot of anger.
He comes after you. You can't.
Why?
Don't take the bait.
You think a guy who's got a supposedly?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I cut you off, but not on purpose. Okay. So let me get to this story first. Hold on a second. All right. So Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot has a new cast, John. And we got Amy Madigan.
Yeah.
All right. Steve Buscemi, Ben Foster, and more in guest roles.
He said, I got 2 black leads. I got to get myself, or 2 people of color as leads. I got to get myself some white people up in here. And those 3 are great. Like, those are great character actors.
All the actors right there. I mean, holy shit. So, I mean,
Ben Foster, bro.
Ben Foster's another guy, as we were talking about before. Great actor. That's all I get from that's all we need. Okay. I mean, those 3 are going to be in there. We don't need details. So Ben Foster to me is another guy. He's so good in everything he's in.
Yeah.
He was just in that freaking Christy Martin thing. He was terrifying in that.
It was amazing. Should have been nominated for that.
Nobody was even talking about him, right? Yeah. And speaking again of what's his face,
who?
Sheridan, right? Taylor Sheridan.
Oh yeah, Taylor Sheridan.
He was in what's the one with Chris Pine, right? Chris Pine is it? And not Chris Pine. Jeff Bridges and
yes. Hell or High Water.
Was it Chris Pine?
Yeah. was Chris Pine. Yeah, Chris Pine and Ben Foster. They were brothers.
Love that Hell or High Water, and he was great in that too.
Yes, he was.
I
was in that movie. Remember, I was in there with Jeff Bridges. That was me with Jeff Bridges, though.
He's 100%. Ben Foster's always good. He's always good. So that, and then I love the resurgence of Amy Madigan, which
yeah, dude.
Yeah. And Sibu Buscemi, I feel, is in everything. So I'm excited.
It just shows you talent wins out. People want to work with talented people. If you stick around long enough, your time will come again. And here's Amy Madigan all over again. It's amazing.
Love that she's absolutely 100%.
So does PLD, who probably slaps it to Amy Madigan every night as an Ed Harris devotee. Put on the weapons wig.
Can you put on the weapons wig?
Call me the Rock. All right, let's see.
Put on the weapons wig.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I'm not gonna slander PLD. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next one. And this is Yes Boy.
Yeah.
Roka, since Ari Emanuel is going to make Pat McAfee the next Sly, recast Pat in for Stallone.
None of them.
No, he's
Oscar. Stop or my mom will shoot.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
What are the other terrible ones with
Rhinestone?
Oh, Rhinestone.
Do Rhinestone.
McAfee is built for Rhinestone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the stupidest quote I've ever seen.
I know, man.
Pat McAfee's going to start doing. What was he? Brian Bosworth?
This is the delusion. But Robert Downey Jr. came out just a few days ago and said, like, people saying influencers are the future. It's bullshit. Robert, I would love to believe in what you feel, brother. But I think the truth is that these entertainment companies look at these people with large platforms and they hand them stuff.
It's all about everything's marketing.
Madness.
Everything is marketing. And
everything is marketing. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. And it's frustrating, but everything's
even our business. There's a lot of people in our business who get opportunities because they're getting marketed by agents or and you're just like, you're nowhere near as good as I am. Yeah.
All right, let's see. How fun 28 Basketball would have been. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter went head to head the same weekend. That would have been amazing, but somebody would have moved that other way.
Fun for us, but terrible for the companies.
Yes. IMD Blake, Maul Shadow Lord felt like a dark neo-noir thriller. It did, but also injected the vibe and feel of a samurai action film with Maul, the Jedi, and the Inquisitors. Everything that you just said times 1,000, and it felt, one of the things I suppose I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to do a follow up and see if I'm getting what we're or not. But the question that I want to ask everybody is, how do we get the Kiners to score everything Star Wars? But you know what I mean? It's like there's 3 of them. You can put one of them on any. You got a new movie coming in, a Starfighter. Okay, put Kevin Kiner on there. Put his son. Put his daughter. Whoever. You don't need any more composers anymore. I think,
but I don't think that's a Whitwer-ish question.
No,
that's more of a Dave Filoni question.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But the question is, he's going to be producing. More of these things in this question, and if he's going to be producing more, so I think Sam Witwer should be a creative executive in Lucasfilm when it comes to Star Wars. I think he should be part of the Star Wars. I think he should be part of the Star Wars creative, not the company overall, but as far as Star Wars, I think he should be. I think he should be part of the creative,
part of the brain trust. I don't disagree with that. 100%.
Yeah, he gets it more than most of the people over there. I don't know about more so than Filoni, but more so, and you could see it.
Even Freddie knows a lot about Star Wars.
Freddie knows a lot and knows about the philosophies of it, but Freddie doesn't have the same kind of passion for Star Wars that.
Okay, fair point.
Comic lover, Kazmat gassed and kept on. Good for him. Sean's second upset big win. Sure was. Sean backstage spoke how both parties play games and we as people pay the price. I mean, it's the truth.
It's true.
It's totally, he was the marketing. And there's tons of fights. He's not the first people to ever do that. Matty B 207, a Fast and Furious TV series is in the works at Peacock. Vin Diesel is set to executive produce. Did you hear this?
Yeah, I saw it while we were about 30 minutes ago on the thing.
I will definitely bet you a steak dinner that if Gina Carano wins and that actually happens, that series, that she could wind up on that show.
Oh, I wouldn't bet you that against that at all. Right. Vin will put anybody in these things. So I wouldn't be surprised. Because she's did she get killed off in her appearance?
Or maybe
I don't remember.
That's what I don't remember if she did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It wasn't bad though, was it? Was she bad? I can't remember.
They kept her to a minimum. If you notice, she's off screen speaking in a lot of the movies.
But she looks like De Niro next to Ronda Rousey in acting.
I mean, oh God, Ronda was horrible.
Ronda was terrible. Ronda was terrible.
No, I wouldn't be. And I think this is, Vin knows no one else is coming to see anything else he does.
She got
so
killed.
He's got to do Fast and Furious.
I guess she got killed, so she won't be.
Oh, she did? She got killed?
She got
okay.
killed. She was in, she was in, I guess
well, maybe
airplane.
If she was shot off a plane, she could have survived the landing.
That's true. I mean, look what, didn't Gal Gadot survive or she died?
No, she died, but what's her face? Jordana Brewster was,
Michelle
Rodriguez, wasn't it? Didn't she die?
Yeah, she died.
Brought her back.
And what's his face died? The guy, what was his name? The dude in Tokyo Drift. They thought he died. And
Han.
So, yes,
I thought Han died.
He didn't die. So nobody dies. Those freaking things. Han came back. So come on, she can come back.
Nobody dies.
She landed. Nobody dies. All right. So again, we got right now 64.
Yeah.
John's crushing, and like we said,
come on, bring it.
With the new structure in place, he's looking pretty good so far. So.
PLD corrected us saying there are 4 series in the works.
Fast and Furious series?
4 Fast and Furious series? Oh,
jeez, that's a lot. Okay.
Make his money.
Aiden Darty, that's a really nice super chat. Thank you, Aiden. I honestly don't know how much repeat value Mortal Kombat holds. I saw it Thursday on a whim because I had a free night and really enjoyed my time, but overall I'd give the movie a 3 out of 5. I don't disagree with Aiden. I think that that's why I said I think it's gonna be number 3 this week. I think that it's gonna and then it gets knocked out of maybe into 5th or even out of the top 5 by the time Mandalorian Grogu comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. But I agree. I don't think a lot of people are going to come back and see it over and over again. It's not that rousing of a movie. It's a fun movie, but it's not rousing enough to get you to come back over and over again. Yeah.
So Gal did come back, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She came back in the last movie, apparently.
I only ever watch those movies once. I love them when I watch them, but
me too.
I only ever watch them.
But you can tell me, like I said, I forget everything that happens.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember a car jumping. I remember a car jumping off of a building and landing on the next one. My favorite.
Ludicrous. I remember Ludicrous, and that's about it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It was it was like an animated thing that Fast and Furious was real, and they did that whole scene where the car goes jumping through, but in the movie it lands into the next building, and in the cartoon just goes like this, it goes all the way down, crashes. It's hilarious. Aiden, I'm not rushing back to the theaters to see it like I did something like Project Hail Mary. Yeah, I think that you're probably right, unless you're like a really hardcore Mortal Kombat fan. But I don't think it has that kind of rewatchability. I agree with you very much. So,
one thing we didn't bring up though, Kristian, they're re-releasing Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick this week. So I wonder if that, because it's running through the weekend, I wonder if that will make any kind of money for either of those. I mean, look, Thriller is back in top 20 albums for the first time since 1984.
That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
I see that. Yeah, you're right. Top Gun, or maybe over Shrek. Maybe it knocks out. Yeah, maybe I probably.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I mean it's only, but I didn't realize that both is Maverick and Top Gun.
Yeah, it's a double bill. Yeah, you can go see back to back in the theater.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I'm doing that on Wednesday, I think.
The Little Yankee, have a great upcoming week, gents. Like our Knicks, basking their success, and Yanks should recover. Versus Baltimore and the Mets. Yanks will recover for sure. But the Knicks, yeah, man. I hope they just gotta ride that wave. Knicks haven't had championships in 1972. This town will explode if they win the championship. I know it's gonna be a tough one though.
You gotta stop attacking their former players though. Did you see J.R. Smith almost get killed outside the stadium? It was crazy.
No, really?
The Knicks fans need to calm down outside the stadium.
No,
they're out of control.
No,
if you look at the video, J.R. Smith is like just talking to some of them, and all of a sudden they start rushing on him and they knock him down. And people are like, what? Screaming and stuff. Yeah. They're not trying to attack him. They just want to touch him and stuff. And they knock him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were mad at him.
Yeah. No, not at all.
I was like, what the hell did you do that to Jared Smith?
Still dangerous.
I didn't see it. Totally dangerous. Okay. Battery. Roca. I went to see Mortal Kombat in a trench coat. Big Carl fan.
That's the best you got.
Oh, Roca went to it. Okay.
Hey, I'm going to make a homophobic joke for $2. Come on, guys. Get a little better. Come on.
Aiden Darty, I don't know if this speaks to what Street Fighter success is going to be at all, because I definitely think that the movie is going to be PG-13, and so it might be a more broader audience that it hits.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I
think that the release days are going to be better too, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, also this thing is stylized, and so you're going to see like a real like interesting approach
Street
to the
Fighter,
story.
you mean?
Yeah, Street Fighter, very stylized, neon colors, all that kind of stuff.
It won me. It won me over immediately when I saw that trailer. Like it wasn't something I was looking forward to.
Yeah, I think a lot of people went over. Yeah.
Okay. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Kristian, timing view wise, you got to start watching shows before the new season. The Squid Game, you watch it post season 2. Now, Invincible after season 4. Watch these shows before the next season debuts, not after. Yes, you're right. But like there are certain times. First of all, when Invincible started, I wasn't doing reactions on my channel. When Squid Game started, I wasn't doing reactions on my channel. So I had watched those at that point. You're not wrong. Like it's the same reason, but there's some that aren't just hitting. Like, when it comes to the Daredevil morning, that wasn't hitting. But
nobody watched that show.
But Invincible, look, here's the reason why I'll push back on you a little bit on that one. Game of Thrones has been off the air for years and is pretty highly watched on my channel. And continues to be when I'm watching those. So I'm very curious to see how something like Andor does. I feel like so Sam and I watched, we're about 4 episodes into season 1. I'm fully prepared that Andor will probably not do well on my channel, but the reason I'm doing it is because I'm leading into her watching all these Star Wars movies for the first time. She's never seen Star Wars.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're doing it in a very different way. And for anybody else, why are you doing it that way? Because I want to. And I know my friend. And I know how to get her to be locked into this universe. So Andor will then lead into Rogue One, Episode 4, Episode 5, back to Episodes 1, 2, and 3, then Episode 6, then Mandalorian Seasons 1 through 3, and then Mandalorian and Grogu.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how we're going to do. Peter, Clend, 2986. I'm so here for a debate show featuring Kristian, John, and PLD each week. Make my dreams come true. So glad to be watching as my work shows. John, for 500 super chats, would you go on a 1 day vacation with PLD?
No.
What about 1,000?
You know the Beatles? I was watching the Paul McCartney documentary Wings over the weekend, and they were offered, I think, $35 million it was 150 million. Like I didn't know this. United Nations got involved in the 1970s to try to get the Beatles to come back together for one concert. And they were offering $150 million. And the Beatles turned it down. Right. And that's kind of where I'm at. 500 super chats to put myself through that because they didn't want to work together again in that situation. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, that's fair. Why would I lend my brand to PLD? That makes no sense.
Rochester, New York. Dave, what's up, man? Can we see a movie released in a VR format? Eventually, yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Totally. Yeah.
Eventually, 100%. Jay Anderson, remove 2 soundtracks. Jay Anderson's been coming up with some great questions lately. Remove 2 soundtracks, keep 1. Remove 2. Top Gun, Rocky 4, Footloose. Oh, man. The soundtracks, if it's including the scores, it's tough too, but I'd have to get rid of Top Gun and Footloose. Keep Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Effing hell. Yeah, I agree with you. That entire Rocky 4 soundtrack is a workout soundtrack. Like the entire soundtrack.
There's Coming to America alone.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Conrad, Kristian, have you reacted to Constantine with anybody? No, I haven't actually. I probably I wouldn't remember that movie if I know Keanu Reeves was in it, but I saw it I probably saw it when it came out. I don't even really remember it at all. So that's one that I would potentially do.
I love that movie, man.
So yeah, we'll see. Jay Anderson, best trilogy. OG Star Wars, 2010's Apes, or Nolan Batman? I mean, it's not. You should have taken out Star Wars because for me, I'm always going to take the OG Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, because there's issues I think with the first Apes movie and the second and third one I like, the Matt Reeves ones.
I love them.
And in the Nolan Batman, the third one is a little wonky at times. I still like it.
I love
Joseph Gordon-Levitt stuff didn't work.
Well, look, Jedi's a little wonky too, but it's not.
But I like that kind of wonky.
That's fine. Yeah. Have you heard anything about this? So you heard the report that for Apes that they're doing that Shankman one.
Yeah, Matt Shankman. Yeah.
So they're doing Shankman. So they're doing that one. Is it still in the timeline of the Caesar movies?
Yeah,
this is a different time.
Yeah, Jeff mentioned on the hot mic that the guy at 20th Century came out and said, the head guy came out and said that it is connected, but they're not sure where in the timeline yet. They can say, but people will see that it is connected. I think they for whatever reason they wanted to move on from Westfall, or Wes was doing Zelda and didn't want to come back.
Look, as long as they're not going away from the timeline, I'm fine with it. Yeah, it works. Yes, boy. Harloff, can you cast Ray Long? I think you mean Ray Longo for the show as your character's boss that you owe money to, forcing you into crime and money laundering to pay you back. Wait, what type of show is this? Like the Penguin? Ray Longo is one of my favorite humans in the world. I love Ray Longo. Ray Longo has been it's Matt Serra's trainer, and they showed him for he's had like 3 or 4 champions, he is absolutely hilarious, really nice guy. He's been in the studio many times over. And my favorite episode that we ever did was Ray was on the show with Matt. In the middle of the episode, Ray goes, "All right, I'm good," and he leaves, and Matt goes, "You leaving? We're still recording." He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Just walked out the door. Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's leaving. He just leaves. Yeah, it was the best. I love Ray Longo. He's
like a character from The Sopranos. That's what he is.
$1,000,000%. He is,
and I mean that in a compliment.
Yeah. I love Ray Longo. The Little Yankee. Hope Mando and Grogu is at least decent for you two. I mean, look, Roka's seen 25 minutes of the freaking thing already.
I really liked it. Yeah. I really liked those 25 minutes. So we'll see. Yeah,
we'll see. 75 so far, John. Pretty good.
Great.
Pretty good. We get to 100. We'll see. We've still got half an hour left. Shane Gill's making fun of the woman whose husband jumped off a bridge. That was brutal, said Nathan Drake. Which, I mean, there were a lot of jokes that people were making fun of everybody. I don't know how the joke was, if it was funny or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the same way that Pete Davidson, I guess, went after Charlie Kirk. I mean, I never am a big fan of people going after people who died. That's why I had the thing with Amy Schumer when she went after Ryan, or at least Ryan Dunn joke and other things. People aren't there to really be there to defend themselves. So I'm not a fan of that humor, but I'm not to say you don't do it. I'm just, comedy's subjective.
Yeah. I mean, but I also agree with you. There's a skill set in how to come close to the line and even cross it a little bit and then blatantly cross the line for attention. Like there's an art form to crossing the line in a certain way versus pushing or just shattering the line completely for attention, Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
And we know it when we see it. We all know when we see it. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you, because this is the thing, and I ask people in the same way that when I watch certain, you see people and they're predestined to hate things, right? So there's, even if they secretly like the movie,
right,
they're never going to tell you that they liked it because they can't. It's not what their brand is.
They can't make money off of it. Yeah.
Can you separate sometimes? Like, can you say that you find like anything that, because I think that there's a lot that Shane Gillis does that's actually really funny.
I think Shane is very funny, and I think Shane is fair. I've even retweeted some of Shane's TikToks on my TikTok because I think he bashes both sides equally. Do I think he veered a little right last night? Yes, but I also think he's got a track record of bashing both sides. Yeah, there's this perception that I only go one way. It's not true at all. I'm from Virginia. I grew up in the South. I'm very much aware of the conservative voices, and I'm not even against conservatives. I'm specifically against MAGA people. I'm not against conservatives or traditional Republicans at all. I think there's a lot of good ideas there. It's just that the predominant loud voices are coming from the unhinged wing of the political spectrum, and I don't like it. And guess what? I also call out the left when they're too mamby-pamby and tree-huggy and all this kind of crap. I hate it. I sit in the middle. You may not like it. You might believe me.
I hate it all.
But I sit in the middle. Yeah, because the extremes of both sides are dangerous for us as a country.
I just
we shouldn't, and it's frustrating.
I hate it all so much. Jay Anderson, keep 2 filmography, erase 3.
Okay.
Keep Spielberg, you keep Hitchcock, you keep Nolan, keep Cameron, or keep Denis. Ooh. Man, so this is a tough one because the question is like, because I know you're going to take Denis because you love him so much, and I love him too. But the problem is, does he have the same kind of? He doesn't have enough compared to the rest of them. I love Denis and I love Dune and other movies that he's done.
I have to take Denis and I have to take Spielberg.
Right, you got to keep Spielberg. I mean, you have to keep Spielberg. I would take. I'm going to take Spielberg and Nolan and cry the whole way home. Yeah.
The only reason I don't take Nolan fully is because I didn't like Dunkirk, and I think Dark Knight Rises has issues. But I have no negative about any of Villeneuve's movies. I just love each one of them to pieces. So, and Spielberg is just that's a legend.
Rickles, best roaster ever, right? I mean, I think so. Again, speaking of our, we talk about Julia Roberts quite a bit on the show. My favorite clip that goes around a lot is the one of, you ever seen when Don Rickles goes after Julia Roberts?
Yes. Oh my God. It's
hilarious. It's hilarious because there's this whole event that when she's sitting there and
it's for De Niro.
He goes, Julia Roberts, you know, we live right next to each other. I haven't seen you once. All right. And then he says something again. Then she goes to say something. And he goes, you have no lines, Julia. You have no lines. This is so good. And then he's the big. He goes, you just sit there and smile. He said, you have no line. You have no lines.
That's gutsy.
Fuzzy Bubbles. Did you like Backlash House? I don't watch them anymore. I looked at ESPN, said, oh, try this now the first hour. I said, no, too complicated. Not doing it. I don't they've officially lost me as a viewer when it comes to that stuff. I watch all my WWE clips online on Twitter.
No, it was not good. Because they came out with little people, and it's like, oh, we're doing this now. It should have been someone like CM Punk or someone surprising like that, and it just went for the wrong jokes. And Tampa turned on him quick. Like, you got to know what city to do that shit in too. You know, this is where the mess ups are. And Kevin Nash came out and said this, like, TKO should just stop meddling with creative, let Triple H run things, because people are judging Triple H by what's going on in creative right now. And the thing is, we don't know how much Triple H has input. And I will take the word of one of his best friends from the clique, Kevin Nash, telling me that Triple H, essentially saying that Triple H does not have that influence, much influence on creative right now. And that's a problem.
That's a problem. It's a problem. Okay, let's see. Jay Anderson, rewrite 1, save 2. Prestige, Inception, Matrix 1. Oh, I've watched all of these recently again.
Yeah.
So I wish you gave me Matrix 2. It would be easy answer. But I would save Matrix and save Inception and then rewrite Prestige. But I don't know how much I would rewrite at all because it's really good.
Yeah, I would probably rewrite Prestige and cast someone else besides Scarlett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't think she was that strong in the movie. She's a good actress. I didn't think she was that strong. Yeah.
The Chesin essay. 1 week since Roca told the viewer to get their shine box.
Oh, no. I didn't tell him to go get his shine box. He told me to go get my shine box. And I'm the one that showed up in the bar afterwards with De Niro to stomp on his face. That's what I did.
You're talking about battery. GoPal gifted 5 memberships. It's a good time to be a member.
Nice.
Got a lot of good members right now. Amazing. Ron H. On Alaskan Thunder F right now. Who knew Alaskans were so rough? You know, some Canadians like it a little rough. I don't know what the hell that means.
I have no idea what this is.
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
I saw a crazy clip. I don't know where it was from, but you see this thing about Ryan Reynolds about like how he like burnt down his school when he was in when he was in. I saw some clip. I don't know where it was. It was on Twitter, but there was a woman. I was talking Megan Kelly or something that popped up. I don't know. But she was talking about how Ryan Reynolds, when he was in like the 6th or 7th grade, like burnt down or tried to burn down his school or something. And there's like different accounts of him of why he did it. Or I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is. But I saw it randomly pop up and I was like, is this true? Try to like burn down. I have no idea. I don't know why that came up. GoPal, I guess because of Canada. Better Punisher, Dolph or Jane? As much as I love Dolph Lundgren, I'm going to say Thomas Jane.
Yeah, Thomas Jane was a better Punisher. Great.
All right, let's see. Michael D. Support for Roca. There you go.
Thank you, Michael.
Johnny Patrizia, do you see Bernthal winning an Oscar one? I see him being nominated. For sure.
Yeah, I think it's very possible. And he's building into that place, but it's got to be the right role in the right year with the right director. He's just so He's just one of those guys that things have to line up correctly. Like J.K. Simmons winning for Whiplash. Like J.K. is just as solid of an actor as Bernthal.
And Bernthal's young. Bernthal's what, 40?
Yeah. There's
40,
time.
How old is he? Late 40s, early 50s? I mean, how old is John Bernthal? I bet you. I'm going to guess. I'm going to say he's 52.
Yeah.
Let me see. 49. Okay. Sorry, John. I mean to age you out there. Comic Lover. Never seen Punisher. What happened? Perfect. Should get a What Happened shirt. Conrad. Jessica Jones season 1 was good. The villain. You know, I think I was at that point where I was getting a little burnt out with Collider when I was there.
And
everybody's watching all that stuff, and you got to watch this. You have to watch this. You have to watch this. I'm like, can I just watch it because I'm a fan? You got to watch this. You got to do that. You got to say this. You got to talk about this. And I'm like, no. And I just refused to watch certain things. I think that was me rebelling. So I've never seen Jessica Jones.
You were the head of creative. What were you doing rebelling? Do your job.
Yeah, no, not at that point. And that was again a forced role that I didn't want to do.
I know you're right. Listen, I know people love Jessica Jones. I get it. But I think that show suffered from what all those Netflix shows, except for Punisher season 1, suffered from. There were too many episodes.
Yeah.
People forget. People have this reverent, like it should have been 8 to 10 episodes. Season 1, I think it was 13. Some of those episodes were useless. So to me, that's what knocks Jessica Jones down for me.
Fair. 85, Johnny. I think you're gonna hit 100. I think
let's get to 100. Come on, people.
Yeah. Go, pal. I did notice Cox's accent slipping last week. It was slipping quite often throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
KCG. Roca, it's true comics recently haven't been that good. Which comics?
That's not true at all.
Comics in general?
Yeah, the Absolute stuff on DC is amazing. I caught up on Absolute Batman last night, reading that. Absolute, they've got Martian Manhunter coming. They've got the Wonder Woman one is great. Superman's great. And on the Marvel side, the new Avengers and X-Men runs have been fantastic. So I don't know who's telling you this, bro. I think they're wrong.
Ron H. Billie Eilish working with James effing Cameron for a concert film. Is she going to have blue skin and a tall and 3D? Okay, I mean, yes, they said that she's going to start acting, right? That's what.
Yeah, I mean, she comes from a very talented family, and she was great on SNL.
I think
she's very funny.
Good. I think she's really talented. I really do. Jay Anderson, John Williams' best score. I mean, you got to go Star Wars. You got to.
That's tough.
It's tough. It's tough
because the Harry Potter score is just as iconic as
you know what's really good.
So is the Jaws score, and so is the fucking Raiders score. So
Indiana Jones. I mean, like
it's tough.
And you know what's a really good score, and I don't think you're a massive fan of the movie.
Yeah,
I love the movie. It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Spielberg movie. Is Saving Private Ryan. Whatever you think about the movie itself.
Yeah,
but the score is incredible.
Right. Okay, it's a good movie. I just don't think it's as great as everybody thinks it is. But yes, I agree. The score is amazing.
28 Vasco. Harloff has a type. I do.
Yes, tall, skinny brunettes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Tim L. Sim. Quick question: was it a mistake to move MK2 to May from its original date? Hope everyone's well. Yes, I do think it was a mistake. I think John thinks it's so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Kristian. It's a mistake. Yeah. It was a mistake.
Okay. Next one. Michael D. Support for PLD. Do you see that picture?
Is that him as the? That makes so much sense. That makes he's absolutely Mark.
I would actually pay money to have a floating MODOK PLD here, like through like he's super helpful. like little motor. He just couldn't have his little ass floating around. That's the only thing about MODOK.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Judith Light, the little Yankee, should be good in the Punisher as D'Onofrio's Kingpin. MCO Disney Plus one shots have been done well. Punisher will be no different and rival Daredevil Born Again. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch it. I'm going to watch it when we're done here. I'm going to make a Scary Movie for the reaction public when this show is over, and then I will be I'll be watching Punisher. So Eric Slavey, what were your thoughts on the mall finale, Rocco? Well, you talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. Yeah, just one of the best episodes of Star Wars television ever, like live action or animated.
With you. Cali Kid, any thoughts on the Star Wars Celebration passes debacle? They sold out in 6 hours. It's in Los Angeles 2027. Are you going? I got mine. No, my days of cons are over.
Yes.
Yeah, I've retired. I've retired from cons, but I wish everybody luck.
If they got me a VIP pass and they could keep me in an insulated bubble and then float me in and float me out, 100% I would do it. But no, I'm not. Yeah, cons.
Yeah, I wouldn't even exhausting. I don't even go for that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm over
exhausted.
And well, it's also because it was different for when we were covering it. Of what like I've said this before. Like if there are trailers and other things that are coming out, it'll be more beneficial for me to just watch it from here.
Yeah, of course. Yes, for you. Channel wise makes all the sense in the world.
Doesn't make any sense. That's what I got to be looking for.
It's the influencers who have to be there and record themselves. Oh my God, it's amazing! What a trailer for Doomsday! You know all that stuff.
Right. Well, they don't have that celebration, but I know what you're saying. Joey Pedros, Roca, loving the video essays.
Oh, thank you, Joey. I've done 3 of them so far. I'm starting to do a bit more, so I appreciate you, Joey. Thanks for watching. It means a lot, man. Because it took me a while to finally get to start doing these, and I'm liking it.
Okay, I'm gonna check out the wrestling one for sure.
Thank you, dude.
Jay Anderson, recast Rock with peak Arnie in one.
Ooh.
Fast 5, Jumanji, Hercules, or Rampage. Same movie though? Is it the same movie?
You're just replacing The Rock with Arnie.
But it's the same script.
Yeah.
Then Jumanji.
Yeah, I agree with Kristian. Jumanji's the answer.
Yeah, I would like to see Hercules. He already did Hercules, but I'd like to see Hercules, like a cool Hercules movie with Arnold, like back in the prime would be great. But yeah. Fly High. Ronda's 550, Carano's 400 on site. When did that go? Okay. Now I'm sending this to my buddy James, and I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna give him some shit. I'm like what sites he using?
We're 10 questions away from 100. Come on, guys. Get us to 100. Come on,
20 minutes left. I think you'll be all right. Okay. Mad Sinister Macau. Thank you for that one too, Fly High. New movie idea. George Washington is resurrected and has to adjust to present day America. Beth Snyder. That just found a lightsaber covered by Allstate. Hilarious. Here we go. Ready, Roca? Battery. Tough guy Roca, afraid to see PLD. We all know. Haha.
Yeah. Again, Battery, you had one good one last week, and you're still trying to recapture the old days. Must be like when you try to sleep with anybody, that you're trying to recapture what you could do in the past.
All right,
John, being flaccid as hell.
Wish us luck in the final. PSG will be hard to beat.
No, I don't. I hate Arsenal. So PSG should smoke you guys 6-0. 6-0. Sorry, Johnny. I'm not an Arsenal person.
Well, that is Aoshi Yumatsu. This was my first Mother's Day without my mom. I'm sorry. Sending love to all those who had a tough weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all amazing moms. Yes, I'm super sorry for that. It's really, really that's tough, and I'm sorry that you had that Mother's Day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aoshi. And I know about comic books, so I'm sorry, Aoshi, but I'm sorry also about you losing your mom. That's a rough one.
All right, let's say again. Yeah, this is tough. So thank you for sharing it too.
Yeah,
Maddie B. PLD rushing to send his resume to Roca for a job.
I don't want mustard stains on my videos. I'm not gonna have him do my fucking editing. What are you crazy?
Ron H 7474. I looked her dead in the eyes and I said, biatch. You said that though? Yeah. What's that from? What am I missing?
I don't know. But as long as you keep sending money in, I guess.
I don't know Ron, what is it? You gotta explain that. Like, what is it? Jay Anderson, replace Pitt with Cruz in 1, erase 2. Legends of the Fall. Wait, so replace Pitt with Cruz and then
that doesn't make any sense.
No, he's saying replace Pitt with Cruz in one of the movies, and then you got to get rid of the other 2 movies.
Well, that's what okay.
So you can only have one movie. I would have Tom Cruise in Fight Club.
Jay, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with this proposal, right? If I'm replacing Pitt with Cruz in one of the movies, that automatically gets to stay. So that doesn't make sense. If I should replace Pitt with Cruz 1, and then another one is erase 2 of these. So replace Pitt with Cruz in 1, not 7. Probably Legends of the Fall. I'd like to see Tom do Legends of the Fall. I don't think he'd be good in Fight Club.
All right. Yeah. He would have been good he would probably have been better in the what was the second one? 7. He probably been good in 7 too. Eric Slaby, are you guys interested in the Guy Ritchie film In the Gray? Cavill, Gyllenhaal, and Isaac Gonzalez are in it. Ritchie's movies are usually entertaining. I usually like his movies, and sometimes they really shock me and they're really great. To be honest, I keep seeing the In the Gray thing, and until about 3 seconds ago, I didn't even know Guy Ritchie. It was him.
Yeah, I know. I didn't
even know. But he's another one. He does how he directs so much. I have no idea. He has this kind of always
movies and TV, like the Pierce Brosnan one with Tom Hardy is great.
This is a good one. Jay Anderson, keep one career. You got to remove 2. Rock, Austin, Taker. Now, this is where we're going to get into a different conversation or two, because I did see, I saw your tweet regarding, it kind of goes into your essay. So do you want me to not talk about it?
No, sure. Please feel free.
I couldn't agree with you more. Like, people have such a recency bias thing with, because of, yes, Hogan was a very controversial character, said a lot of things. You do not have Steve Austin if it's not for Hulk Hogan. There's no question.
Yeah.
There's no answer. He's the number one guy. I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you found him boring. I don't care if you found if you watch that documentary in general, it's stuff that we already knew. The business is not here if it wasn't for Hogan.
Yeah, there is no pro wrestling without Hulk Hogan.
No, period. At the level that it was at, because he was the guy and he delivered. He delivered. So
anyone under the age of, I don't know, 45 saying Vince would have found someone else, you're utterly insane. There was no one available.
Dusty Rhodes wouldn't have done.
Dusty Rhodes wouldn't have been good.
Rhodes would have elevated the wrestling business in the wrestling crowd, but he would not have gotten into the mainstream because he didn't have that look that Hogan had. And
Piper,
coming off of Rocky 3. People don't understand how big Rocky 3 was and what that movie was and how big that film was in general. and he wasn't a villain in the movie. That was the other thing that was so brilliant about it, is that they could have cut that scene.
Yes, at the end of the
just the bad guy, and then I don't know if he has the same career, but it was the fact that he said that's the name of the game, and he was like a normal guy, afterwards, and he showed this different side of wrestling. He changed shit, but the argument can be made that wrestling might have died out if it wasn't for Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's an
in the 90s, right? Exactly, because it was going away, but NWO. NWO is what lit a fire under WWE's ass to create the Attitude Era. So
yes,
there is no Austin without.
NWO eventually just ate itself up, and Hogan kind of destroyed WCW with his ego and everything too. But and Austin didn't. Austin played for the company, and he was the bigger guy at that point. But that being said, out of the three, and this is a purely enjoyment thing more than anything else. Because if I keep the one that I want, the wrestling business probably dies. But I would take The Rock. I'm more of a Rock fan than I am Austin, and I'm definitely more of a Rock and Austin fan than I am Taker. So I would take The Rock's career.
I have to say Austin. I mean, because I
get it.
Because I wanted to survive. As much as The Roca says is based on The Rock says, I have to go with Austin because he's just so powerful. He appeals to everybody. And Austin wouldn't try to run off and be a Hollywood superstar. He would stick around the whole time, like he did.
Yes, I am with you. I think that it makes all the sense in the world.
But no, listen, Randy Savage wouldn't have been able to do it. Bret Hart wouldn't have been able to do it. None of the guys who were around in the 80s were going to be able to take this into the stratosphere the way Hogan did. No one, none of them, not even Flair, because Flair is too Southern kind of Southern tagged. It just wouldn't have worked. Right. Hogan worked across the board, 4 quadrants. He had the right personality. People were into bodybuilding at the time, really big time in the 80s. So him being a big guy, like all of these, it was the age of Arnold and Stallone. He came at the perfect time to capture the pop culture zeitgeist. And he had a great smile. Like I watched him be interviewed by Johnny Carson over the weekend as I was doing the essay, right before right as Rocky 3 had come out. He has the perfect personality to respect the business, but also play into Johnny's jokes. Not a lot of people could have done that at the time.
Right.
Hogan is the Tom Brady to Vince's Belichick. It's basically, that's the truth,
Yeah. It's so true. All right, let's see. Now, moving it. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Joey, business question. Do you guys do consulting at all for creators, even production companies? No, the only thing that I used to, but the only thing that I actually really, really liked a lot when I was doing it was a long time ago, but I hosted like a YouTube class for Marky Costello that I would do for upcoming.
Oh, yes.
And I really, really liked that class a lot. It's a very different time, but I enjoyed that. But no, I don't, again, I guess it's a matter of time. So no.
This is why you shouldn't listen to Saul about pro wrestling. He just said, but WrestleMania is in a stadium every year now because of Austin. Did I miss you at the Pontiac Silverdome, 93,000 people in Detroit? Did you miss that, Saul? Were you dead when that happened? Like, what is wrong with you?
I think his argument from that is that after there were significant times after that you look, because they were, after Hogan kind of left, they were
that's when it fell apart.
You couldn't have a WrestleMania today at the Garden. I love the Garden, but the Garden's small, compared to like the other places. Anyway. Sonic fan. Hey, Roka, I just want to apologize for the multiple comments I left in the hot mic last week. I got too passionate about the subject, and I hope all is good.
Yeah. You all got to calm down, man.
What happened to Sonic fan?
He just said some things and got really kind of intense, and I just blocked him because it just got to like the Israel-Palestine stuff. I'm like, it's the hot mic, man. This is not the place to. Plus, Jeff is Jewish. Like, it's not the place I want to have that discussion, bro.
Ferry apologized.
Yeah. I know, it's I told him, but other people do it too. It's like, just calm down.
I don't normally put up with that stuff on this channel too, because like I said, from that thing. But I think it takes a big person.
No, I appreciate the apology. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. Yes, I appreciate the apology, and it's nice of you to say that. But
all right. Ron H. You know what else is fast and furious? Diarrhea. Absolutely, it's true. Mike Joyce, The Sheep Detectives is a beautiful movie. You kids would love it, Kristian. You really should make time to see it, John. Your lady might like it too. Yeah,
Fuck you. You talked about my mom. I'm not listening to you about any kind of movie, Mike Joyce. You dumb cunt.
I don't know where that came from, Mike.
I don't either.
Yeah, here's your boy, Matthew Garrett. Did you see the McConaughey movie trailer? What movie is that?
I don't know what movie is that.
I don't know which one. Not sure. Matthew, Can A Quiet Place 3 redeem the franchise after that horrible spinoff? I actually didn't mind that spinoff. And
what?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
That was great.
Yeah, you liked it too, right?
Oh, okay. I loved it.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. And Krasinski, I trust. Love what I'm hearing out of the new film. I like that he's coming back, but I like that I like that spinoff.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Justin Bishop. Sorry. Bishop. We're talking about Bischoff. Well, I know it's not a movie. What do you all think about GTA 6 being the most expensive entertainment product ever created? I heard that number. How much is it? It's like, dude, it's in the billions. It's like $1 billion. But when you look at how much the games make overall,
yeah,
it's not. It's almost like, yeah, we can spend it.
Are you paying the actors? Like if you
No, I'm not.
No. If you're sinking $1 billion into a game, you better be paying the actors commensurate to that money you're sinking into the game, because that's one of the main reasons people play these games is the voiceover work from these actors. And I don't think they get anywhere near the respect that they should. One of the reasons people love Cal Kestis is because of the voiceover work.
I'll tell you though, I might actually play this one. Not that I haven't played
I might be.
But I might actually play it. There might be something too streaming that game. You want to see me get frustrated. You want to see me get frustrated. That's how you do it. Go Pal. Former Knicks players only get attacked inside Madison Square Garden by Dolan Stud.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oakley. That was hilarious.
Yep. Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Ray is the best.
Ray's the best of those cheeks.
Ray is the best.
Ray who?
Ray Jay Anderson. Remove Ed Harris from 2. History of Violence, Abyss, or The Rock. I wonder where right now furiously typing. Peel is furiously typing. He doesn't know what to do. His head's spinning off his body right now. Remove Ed Harris from 2. History of Violence, Abyss, The Rock. I would move him away from now. Roke is definitely not going to be on the same page with me on this.
Yeah.
I would move him away from. Well, no, you know what? I actually changed my mind.
Okay.
My mind in the middle of it. I'm actually going to remove him from History of Violence and The Rock. I was going to. You can't remove him from the Abyss.
Yeah. Just that death scene alone.
Yeah, he's the lead of that movie. The other two, he's great, but he could be replaced and the movies still work. I don't know if the Abyss works as well without him.
Yeah, I think he's miscast in The Rock. It's one of the reasons I don't like the movie. It's that rare Ed Harris performance that doesn't work for me, because he never feels threatening at all. So it just kind of kills the movie for me. History of Violence, though, he's excellent. I'd have a hard time replacing him, but those are the two I would choose. History of Violence.
The fuck out!
Mad Sinister McCall. Have you had some interrupt your out of the theater reactions? That guy that plays Kano needs more work. He would be an awesome guest on the Cage show. You know what's so funny is I removed the video today that PLD put on there because I was like, I'm not going to play that again. I don't necessarily know if they have interrupted it, like, not like anybody who was like a fan or anything. I had people that were watching from the side and then came up to me afterwards and were very respectful. I've had that before.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few things, because like I was talking about this, John. I don't know how you do it, but I do my things when I shoot it this way, so that way I get the better quality, but so I can't see what's going on in there. Yeah. I've had bikes with toilet paper handles in the background. I had a guy who just walking almost knocked into me and I didn't even notice it. And then Mortal Kombat recently had a grouchy old man who was not happy that I was doing a video shoot. Did you still have the clip?
New York? Is that New York?
Yeah, it's all New York. So please go and like I said, check that out, that last one, the Mortal Kombat one. But I got that's probably the most. How about you, John?
Yeah. I have people sometimes walk up in the middle of it, and most of the time it's because they're trying to get to their car or something, and they're very respectful. But I did have. I can't remember a few weeks ago. It was these two girls who were coming out of the movie, and one was riding piggyback on the other, and they jumped. They purposely jumped. They saw me recording, jumped in, and was like, "We finally love the movie. It's amazing!" And I was just like, "Get the hell out of here!" And then they started giggling and laughing as they ran away. It's like, "Girl, I'm trying to do something here, man. Get the hell away from me!" So I hate when they interrupt me or anything like that. I hate it, because I'm already self-conscious about trying to get it right, and I got to get home and put it up. Yeah, no. It's like,
I'm to this place now. I was talking to Ming, because Ming's starting his channel and he's getting comfortable with being doing this recording and stuff. And I'm like, He's like, well, I don't want people to worry about. I go, you can't worry about anybody in this place. You can't you've got to just talk to the camera as if you're just talking to everyone else, because if you start noticing everybody else around you like that, you're screwed, right? So for me, I got to get the thoughts out. I know what I'm going to say, and then I just go. And if somebody's in the background, they're in the background. But it's like, and there was one I've had it's almost like an ongoing bit now with mine, because when I saw After the Hunt, there was a guy in the city, and he was like just working on the window in the back, and he was making. I didn't see, he wasn't there when I started, and like they come out of nowhere because they know that I'm shooting. Anyway, Maddie B with a big one here too.
Thank you, Maddie.
This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about here, where you got 106 already, but it's the $50 ones now that put Roke in a position that he could win the week, even if somebody hits 150.
PLD just shit himself. Go ahead. Yeah.
6 again. Ryan S. Choose one Dan Aykroyd. I'm sorry, PLD. Choose one Dan Aykroyd film: Ghostbusters, Trading Places, or Blues Brothers. Choose one. Ghostbusters.
No, Blues Brothers. I love Blues Brothers more than Ghostbusters. Yeah, absolutely.
Hillanomes 5382. What's up? If Backlash is in any indication, Ahsoka era and WWE has come to a close. One of the best wrestlers, men and women, in the past decade they've had. Also, really enjoyed MK2. Exactly what I wanted. Let's go next. Did she lose or something?
Yeah, she lost to Io, but she essentially retired in the ring.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Asuka, yeah. So it looks like she's gone. And then she posted a picture of herself looking out the window. I think she's one of those people that didn't want to take a 50% pay cut. It was like, I'm just going to move on and do something else. I've been here long enough. And so God love her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Ray.
We got our good friend Ray.
Ray who?
Ray Dominguez. He says another one. Thank you, Ray. Jay Anderson. Bar fight. Who wins? Statham, Sean Bean, Richardson, Tom Hardy, Wahlberg, Joe Manganiello, Keanu. Tom Hardy. He knows
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's a jiu-jitsu. He's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu already.
Tom Hardy would be eating one and cooking the other. Like he's just like he's a madman. Tom Hardy would absolutely like go through them like a knife to butter. Yeah.
So, and he competes in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he does. Yes. Another point. Yeah.
Sergio C. Support for PLD. There you go.
Yeah, no money, huh? Okay, Sergio.
No, he did. He gets that counts. This is
how much is it? For?
You get a free super chat. It's like it's part of
free. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like it goes to they like put it in. They count it. What's the worst Michael Jackson song? Oh man, I don't even know. I would have to go through his catalog. You mean the worst one that's popular? I don't know which one. I have to go through them and see which one.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's a hard one for me to say because I'd have to look and see which songs like that are the really popular ones. Like if there was a ranking of what do you like the least out of these 3 songs, I could do that. But it's hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people are gonna hate me, but like, I have never liked Black or White. Those are 90s kids. They love that song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I've never liked Black or
I mean,
White.
if you're going to put that against like Smooth Criminal, Beat It, Thriller, then I'm taking that last. Yeah.
Probably Heal the World is probably, even though it's a sweet message, a good message, I think that song is just
I know that one actually. Claiborne Davis just did a rewatch of The Punisher. Thank you, Claiborne. And I completely agree with John. Season 1's the best season of comic book TV, in my opinion. Ebon Moss-Bachrach is also great in it. Maybe you and Ming could react. I thought about doing that with Ming, but I think right now, Claiborne, I'm going to check and watch Invincible with Ming first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Joe, you know what the other thing is I shot the pilot episode of The Sopranos with Sadie about almost like a year ago.
Oh, nice.
So we decided we're gonna release it, see how it does, and then she said she'll commit to it and watch the whole series if it does well. So we'll see. But as far as Punisher, yeah, I mean that's something that let's see how Invincible does. Let's see.
Yeah.
Joshua Gonzalez. Everyone who did Colin Quinn's Tough Crowd are great roasters.
Wow. Yeah. That's a reference.
Yeah, it's old school. Yeah. Johnny Patricia, thoughts on Roman rumors regarding TKO pay cut? What's the rumors?
I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors on Roman Reigns.
Hank Pym. Okay. I don't know how anyone else can like this Danhausen trash. I mean, he's super popular, but I'm just not. It's not for me.
Yeah, I think it was working right up until this thing. I think it was doing. He's like number 3 in merch sales. So you can't argue that it's not working.
Oh, John, here's the grumpy old man clip from my review. Watch the guy in the back right.
Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Make sure you click like, comment, subscribe, do all that and more. I got a lot of stuff coming out in the channel really soon, so appreciate you being here.
God damn.
Shake of the head. He's like this.
Yeah. You should look at himself in the mirror and shake his
head. Don't make fun of the guys up here. He's an old man.
Don't judge other people.
No, he's an old man. Leave him alone.
People live their lives.
Oh, I'm all right with that. That's okay. He's an old man. He reminds me of my Uncle Mark. Okay. Ron H. Alaskan Thunder is a strain of weed. Okay. Wacky tobacco, marijuana. It's all over the place here in Canada. That's why we're mellow. Okay, understood. I got you. Hank Pym, Hokum, Obsession, Passenger, Backrooms. Are you planning to see any of these horror movies this month? Horror's been great so far. So I'm gonna reach out for Obsession. I missed Hokum. Passenger, I also reached out because I go, look, thank you for reminding me on that one. Backrooms is another one. So the Obsession, Passenger, Backrooms, I am inquiring about to try to go see. Yes. So yeah, John, how about yourself?
Hokum, Jeff talked me out of Hokum, so I guess I'm not going to see it. Obsession, though, I definitely want to see. There's a preview Wednesday night, so maybe I'll go to that one if there aren't too many people there. Backrooms, I definitely want to see. I don't know about Passenger, so I have to look at that one up.
Hart K, did you guys catch the Godzilla Saturday Night Live skit this past weekend? The germaphobe in me cringed, but I admire Mikey Day being such a gamer and taking the brunt of everyone's spit takes. Mikey Day is a staple of that show.
I agree, and he needs to move on. He's too good for that show now. He's just too good.
Take the paycheck as long as you can, and then go.
I guess, yeah, but he's time to move on, bro. You can do bigger things. I thought this weekend sucked.
You didn't watch? Was it Matt Damon?
Yeah, it was Matt, and I think Matt is usually great on this show, but all the sketches sucked. There was the last sketch was like a couple divorcing who are. What do they call those guys who sell the calves, and what do they call those guys? Here one, here two, here three.
Oh, the auctioneers.
Auctioneers, yeah, they're two auctioneers divorcing.
Oh,
it was a terrible sketch.
Okay, no, so I didn't see any of that stuff.
There was a new Tucker, the guy who does Tucker Carlson. That was the new part of the night. That was the best part of the night.
Hank Pym, bigger opening weekend, Mando or He-Man? You gonna? I'm gonna say He-Man.
I'll say Mando.
No
steak dinners.
No, I wouldn't make a steak dinner on that one either. I think He-Man is going to be a surprise hit. I think it's going to be a surprise hit. Nathan Drake. I agree with Roka. I'm tired of Kingpin. All right.
This man baby Kingpin is not the Kingpin we know from the comics. And it's frustrating. I love Vincent. I know what he's going for.
Yeah.
I know it's a commentary on Trump and all that. And normally I'd be on board with it. But Kingpin is so much smarter, so much more brutal, so much more clever and ruthless and evil in the comics. I hate that that's not the Kingpin.
Oh. Yeah. And who is this PLD dude? You wash your shirts what? He's the best, one of the best producers ever. But Roka doesn't say so. Fly high, using Bovada, but there's others I see as well. Oh, is that weed? Is he talking about?
Oh, okay.
Harv's K. With Roka's Beatles analogy, which one is Ringo? He's going to say
what?
PLD.
PLD's not even in the group. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
PLD's a Drake.
Hey, Kristian, just curious for the reason of your DC order. Good question. So when we're going to be watching the Batman next, there is no rhyme or reason to this DC order because we're not doing. I think the way we're doing it right now is we're watching the Batman. When the Batman's over, we're going to watch the Batman v Superman extended cut. Then we're going to watch Wonder Woman. Then we're going to watch the Snyder cut. Then maybe the Suicide Squad. Then lead into Star Wars. That's a maybe. So what's the reason? There is no reason. That's just how we're doing it. Ron, I said Bitch was a Key and Peele sketch. I never watched that show. I see it. I see clips of it all the time. There's a lot of stuff I find funny and a lot of stuff I think it goes over my head.
You're just like Lynn. She's the same way. She's like, I know I'm supposed to like them, and occasionally I like a couple of sketches, but like overall, it just doesn't work for me.
I don't think I've ever laughed so because everyone's like, not the way they did like Chappelle. I've seen like,
oh my God,
it was one that I was watching with my friend, and I would be like, I never went out of my way to watch it, but when I did, I said that's hilarious, and I always thought it was funny. In the same way with Seinfeld and other stuff too. But that one I just watched, and there's certain things like, and it didn't hit me the way that it hit everybody else.
I liked a lot of the Key and Peele stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm in the minority.
I watched the Haters Ball again over the weekend. That Chappelle sketch. Oh my God, it's so good.
Big Bang OT4. Should they remove sequels from the timeline? I mean, they talk about this thing. Look, the answer is I don't think there's an easy answer to this question because I think that the person who just wants to be the moral high ground person go, no, they shouldn't, and this is the reason why, right? And also the hater side of it goes, yeah, they're all garbage and woke crap, get rid of them. You take both of those and you put them to the side and you say, is there a reason to do this? And the answer is, well, what's your story?
Right.
What's your story? Is your story that you want to take the Luke Skywalker that you saw in The Mandalorian, and you want to have him have a different path, and you want to have Leia and Han have a different path from the stories that you're telling now that you're in the creative lead, and then I get it.
Right.
If you are telling stories from, well, wait a minute, we have Starfighter and that's connecting, and if it's a Disney mandate to get rid of it, well, then it doesn't make sense.
Right.
So it just depends on what's your story.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's his real story. I don't think it's a real story. I don't think they have any intention of doing this. Right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. All right, let's see. Could they remove the sequels? We did that. All right, Big Bang. Are they lining up Grogu to be the new face of Star Wars? That's the other reason why there's a potential of this to be true. Is where is he come new trilogy? Like, where is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Big Bang. More belief in Filoni after this mall show? Do you think Lucas is having input, or Filoni seeking advice from Lucas? I think the conversation will always be there for Filoni if Lucas is there. But do I have more belief in Filoni after the show? No. And I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay.
I've never had a doubt for his skill in animation storytelling. Never.
Good point.
He's a genius. And I've said it many times over, he should be running the animated thing forever. Can he transfer over these types of stories into live action? Ahsoka season 2 will make me have more faith in him if he gets away from the cartoony story writing and he gets more into and it turns, and the real locations are an indication. So no, I don't have more. I have more faith in. I have even more faith in Sam Witwer now than I did before. But in Filoni, no, he's great at animation.
Yeah.
Here you go, Roca, your boy.
What's
Battery.
Up?
No.
Hey.
No ill will, Roca. Wish you took Christian's advice on Mall, man. I shouldn't have to tell you how to do your work. You got to lock in. Don't take the bait.
There's no bait. These are just like there's no bait here. This is like I shouldn't have to tell you how to do your work. Like, this guy is like, come on. This is like a 10-year-old kid in his mom's basement. Come on. There's not much.
James Wheeler. Hello, Christian and John. Hey, John, what do you prefer? Goodfellas or Raging Bull? You got this the other day.
Goodfellas. Only because of the rewatchability. Raging Bull is like the better film overall artistically.
Agreed.
But because it's an amazing film. But Goodfellas, I mean, come on. You got that. You can watch that a million times.
Yep. You're at 113, my friend. 113.
Hey, thank you guys.
Nathan Drake. Gina's 400 on Hard Rock. Right. This must have just gone up. Conrad. I wanted John Krasinski for Mr. Fantastic, not Pedro. What do you think?
We already saw him and he got killed off.
No, but I think they would have connected it though. I mean, again, I still don't know. I mean, I think it was your show, right? I thought Pedro was really good as in Fantastic Four.
Me too.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was, and we still has no confirmation on it. Just Snyder had said it, and he never confirmed it. He said this is what he heard, and what he had heard is that Feige had come in and gone, "Oh, we can't cast an all-white cast. It's Fantastic Four." Right. And I said, if that's the case, that's a problem. I said, it's one thing to say, look, let's take all of the people in Pedro. We have Pedro, and we just think he's going to make a better Fantastic or Mr. Fantastic than that guy, and he just reads so much better that he's better. If that's that, then all day you should make that decision. But if it's a mandate because you're scared of what the internet's going to say, that's stupid.
So here's my counterpoint. I don't think there's a problem to go look at a cast and go, it's too white. We need to have some color in here. You just go and get the best actor you can find and put some color in there. Because here's the deal. For decades, for centuries in entertainment, white people were cast in these roles because it was a white public you were appealing to.
Sure.
Okay. And white people were a majority of the people you could choose from because they were the only ones allowed, for the most part, in large numbers, to act and perform and whatever. So there's a lot of white casting that was done because they were white, not because they were the best actor.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, but I think
so if
story,
in a situation like this, if they looked at it, we're like, well, look, we need to bring some color in. There's nothing wrong with that, but you've got to construct a better movie around it so that people buy it and accept it and don't have an issue with it. And for God's sakes, don't let it leak out, because of course people are going to grab onto it and think it's negative.
Fly High 8965 GTA 6 production budget 1 to 1.5 billion. But it's going to make like 3 billion.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Bobby, even with Devil Wears Prada, do you think women viewership would have turned out for Mortal Kombat 2? No. And I know the point you're making, Bobby, and you're right.
Absolutely.
Maddie B, who simply says the most incredible thing that I've ever heard in my life, and that, of course, is...
How me? You?
That scream at the end is just.
It looks like in this. It finally hit me.
Evan James.
Yeah, a little, but he looks like the guy who pals around with Moltisanti and starts talking out of turn in The Sopranos.
Oh yeah, the beginning, the first.
Yeah, that character actor, that guy. I can't remember his name.
The sympathy of all things. Kristian, would you ever be a guest on Kill Tony? I would have. I just don't know if my chops are up to speed now. But back in the day, 100% when they were starting it out, or even if I was still doing stand up all the time, 100%. Yeah. Comic lover, Grandma just called. I missed 20 minutes of the show. All right, well, you can watch the replay. Maddie B, what does PLD stand for? It's his name.
Pissy little dick. What? Go ahead. I mean, I thought that was obvious.
He's even laughing at that.
I thought that was obvious.
Fly High GT5 budget 265 million, but generated 7.7 billion.
Oof, wow.
So 7.7 billion. That's insanity.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. The video game business shits on the movie business.
Yeah.
Christopher AO2, did y'all see AMC is looking into selling Walking Dead rights? Who would you want to get them? Me, I want Kirkman to get them back and do what he did with Invincible. Skybound will probably make a pass for it. I'm sure.
Is there still interest in I guess you're right. Yeah, there's so many.
There's still interest in a lot of stuff. You do it the right way.
Yeah, true.
That's a good question. AJ Daniel, who's more influential, Four Horsemen or NWO?
Oh, Four Horsemen, I would say.
In wrestling or in pop culture?
Well, I guess, I mean, like the NWO essentially created the Attitude Era, right? So you can say that's massive because the tentacles are still coming out from the Attitude Era. But the Four Horsemen, like that inspired so many people to become wrestlers. So it's kind of an interesting thing.
In wrestling, I would say Four Horsemen. In pop culture, I'd say NWO.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
Ron H. Say is awesome. It is good. Say it is good. Music. MJ wants to do questionable things with his cousin. Too much. I will have to listen to it again, but I don't remember.
I don't remember that in the music video.
Yeah. Conrad, waiting for Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. Okay. Fair.
Nice.
I don't think I'm gonna watch Suicide Squad as much. Well, should I do Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad?
I would imagine so, bro. You got to complete the.
I mean, the first one is like just.
Margot's in both.
She is. It's the full.
Plus you get Affleck's Batman, and you get Will Smith. Like there's a lot of reasons.
You're right. Comic lover, Invincible is my favorite. Other series do great, but then return to the status quo. I remember as a teen, my mind was blown how ballsy the comic was. I hope the series does well for you. I mean, I want to check it out. Like I said, I saw the first one. Don't really remember as much. So the first episode. So we'll see. We'll see how it does. I'm curious to see if and Ming never even heard of it. So we're excited. Callie Kidd, why do you think they made Luke a bitch in Star Wars? I think it was a very bad choice from what they did.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't think they made him a bitch, but yes, I think Callie usually comes in with sweet comments. It's kind of out of the blue for me.
They overthought it. I think they overthought it, and Ryan Johnson was trying to do too much with it, and I still don't really understand how people stick their flag in the ground and say that was the right choice for him. I was like, did you ever watch Star Wars? It was such the wrong choice for him.
I don't mind the choice.
He knew it. Mark Hamill knew it.
Yeah, Mark Hamill knew it intrinsically. But listen, I don't think it was the wrong choice. Wrong choice if they had supported it. The problem is they didn't support it. Right. And no, him having a moment of Flash almost killing Kylo is not what supports it. We should have seen him turn from this thing. We should have seen him get despondent, lose faith, lose hope. That should have been over 3 movies. You know,
Sure. Well, what does that mean? Anthony Cheeseman, JJ put Luke on the island. Yeah, put him on the island, and that wasn't the case. Wasn't this? It was never the intent. It was him for discovering more stuff about Jedi and other things. It wasn't to go.
Imagine if you'd written a film with Rey and Luke discussing like Luke's turn from the light, like what happened, what went down, like more. How can I say this? Just more in depth, more exploration of that. That would have been much more interesting than what they were flipping the lightsaber over. It's stupid. It's so funny.
That's the movie though the most that I have watched. Like again, I went through such a different. The first seeing the premiere and going, I don't know what the hell I thought about that movie. And I remember I don't know what that was. And then I saw it the next day. And it's like, and I kind of like Kool-Aided myself into like, it was because it's a well-made movie. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Oh no, sure, for sure.
Every time I'm dreading watching it again when I got to watch it with Sam. I fucking hate it.
Here's the clue to when people say I need time to process it after they watch a movie, they didn't like it. It's
always not good. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I did, and I've definitely the first I was like, I went and saw Disney the second whatever it was. I'm like, all right, you know what? I can see what he was doing there, and it's really a movie. The way they put it together, and then I'm like, subsequent viewings afterwards, watching to him, going, this movie's brutal.
Sitting in the theater, yeah.
Ron H., what did the five fingers say to the face? James, enjoy yourself. Great.
That's a great one.
Jay Anderson, recast one. Fisher, Ford, or Hamill in the original trilogy. Who could you?
I mean, Jesus. I mean, I think you recast Hamill because he's the weakest of the three in terms of acting, in terms of on-camera acting.
You really need.
I wouldn't want to recast any of them.
I wouldn't recast any of them, but Hamill's the only one you could probably still get away with.
Yeah,
because Hamill. Yeah. Johnny Matriza, thoughts on Ray Stevenson Punisher? He was really good.
I liked it.
He's really good.
Deserved a better movie.
Matty B, you risked the Ray part. Got to combine the two sayings. Futahami, Ray who? Okay, fair. Ray who? That's good. Sorry, that was good, Matty. Matthew Garrett, I hope they get rid of episode 7-9 for Canada. What do y'all reckon? Although Hamill is ruining it all, anyways.
Matthew, how can you have such a? I love that avatar, man. Like, it looks like he's very happy he's got a woman. Where do you get this anger from, Matt? What are you upset about? I think you need to explore where your anger comes from.
I mean,
you should be very happy.
But Matt, this is you're part of the issue here, my friend. Where he's ruining it all. Like, again, I don't like when people are super loud with political opinions all the time. Everything too. I'm with you on both sides of things. They're just shush and just to do your thing. And if you do it, it's fine. I don't necessarily need to hear it. I'm with you on that. But he's ruining it all.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the same opinion you do. That's stupid.
That's childish.
Stupid. That's stupid. You know what? He doesn't think the way I do. So I don't like the movies anymore, and he's ruined Star Wars for me because he doesn't talk. It's the same way other people are like, oh, you know what? I can't watch Casino anymore because I don't like James Woods. Fuck off.
Or Robert De Niro because he's so against Trump. Like, either way, yeah.
Right. It's like, come on. Right. Stop with the politics. Stop. Ron H., the girl in the Say video that MJ is so excited for is Latoya Jackson. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Trying to get her attention before she's going to say, I got it. Okay, got it.
They're acting in roles, man. It's a music video. You know.
Follows it up. Odyssey's going to suck. Looks like everything hinges on Spider-Man Avengers. I can't wait for Odyssey. Odyssey's going to be one of the best movies of the year.
And we know the movie studios are listening to Matthew.
Oh, and it's gonna crush. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Odyssey. It's going to be one of the best movies of the year. For sure. Paul Hitchcock, Roka, you and Winston should do a haters ball, spill the tequila. Don't forget the photo clip. She wears underwear with the rest.
I love the haters ball. That sketch was amazing, man. Yeah.
Well, that's it, John. 123.
That's it. Okay.
123. And people really contributing today in general. They get it, like I said. So what we're gonna do, again, for people who don't know, is that for the entire week, yes, 123 is a number, but let's say tomorrow, Roxy and Mike have. Actually, Mike's just on tomorrow. So, let's say Mike has 73, but monetarily he does better.
Yeah.
Got a shot to beat Roka this week. So that's how we're doing it moving forward. So just to let you know, 123 Roka is going to make it hard for anybody.
I agree.
So John, real quick, where can they find?
PLD's trying to get a loan on his house right now to be able to afford to give money tomorrow. Hey, listen, you can find me at The Roka Says on all the social media. Appreciate y'all hanging out with everything I do there on social media. Head on over to my YouTube channel. That's where I really need you. YouTube.com/John Roka Says. Trying to get to that 50,000, trying to get to that 100,000. Would love for y'all to come aboard and check out the content, the Hot Mic, the Geek Buddies, the Spill the Tequila that we do, the Jedi Way, and my reactions and reviews, and now my video essays. So come head on over there. And as I said, if there's an editor out there who's willing to edit my stuff, who's good and got a good portfolio, DM me. I want to work with you. Thank you, Kristian. Great love to everybody. Have a good rest of your Monday. Peace.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
And again.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being here. Thanks to John. Thank you to everybody. And that's it. Me and Mike tomorrow on the show. So make sure you tune in for that. And Kev's coming back on Wednesday. He was feeling a little ill, but I think he's back. So Smets will be back. And that is our show today. Thanks again for being here. Thanks to Luke. Thanks to PLD. Thank you to Roka. Thank you everybody. Jonathan for who helps the show. Go to the Clips channel. Appreciate you guys very much. And we'll see you on the flip side. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Did you shit in there?